Yeah, you.
No,
All
I
right,
was turning the
guys,
TV off.
we are live. It is the Innovative Lifestyle Gurus. We have Ivan Medellin, Nathan Dukes, and of course myself, Mark White. Hopefully, Michael Vargas will be able to jump on. He's
Yeah,
transitioning of changing jobs. Tonight, our main focus is our free 10-minute trainer challenge group.
man.
On that note, I'm going to let Ivan kick it off tonight first.
Oh, thank you for the honor, Mark. Uh, my name, really quickly, Ivan Medellin. Mark's saying it correctly now. He's gotten a lot better at it. Props to him on that. Um, I'm a teacher and a coach. Live in South Texas, so right now it's my vacation time. Got about 2 weeks off. I coach varsity basketball. Love what I'm doing. Started with this group about a month ago. We've been making big strides. Been doing big things. Really excited. Got to meet these three gentlemen. They're amazing people. Mark White out of New York, Nathan Dukes out of Georgia, and Michael Vargas out of LA. So we really cover every part of this country. Nate, you're up.
Man, I was like, I can't beat that. I'm Nathan Dukes. I'm originally from San Antonio, Texas, but right now I've been in southeast Georgia, about 50 miles west of Brunswick. It's the coast. um, in Georgia right now, and same thing with Ivan. I started in this group about a little over a month ago, and I've learned so much. And this 10-minute trainer group is I run. I'm an athlete. I went to South Georgia State College and ran cross country and scholarship for them. I'm the current cross conference champion for that. And 10-minute trainer yoga flex is definitely improving my flexibility as far as me not getting injured, staying running, and increasing my stride and stability and core. And it's amazing. And these guys, I've just, and I'm asleep on it. Andre Smith is cool too. I haven't even talked to the guy, and I see like I get a vibe from him. And Elizabeth Smith out of Oklahoma, I she's I didn't know she's bad to the bone. I don't know about y'all. She's bad to the bone.
Of course, I know. I know. I signed her up.
Yeah,
She's an
yeah,
amazing woman. I also signed up Andre. When we first got into our old business, Andre was with me in the old business, and he was doing the Insanity and the P90X. He was doing all these workouts, and him and another guy kept talking about Beachbody, and lo and behold, now I'm an independent Beachbody coach. And my name is Mark White. I'm rocking out of New York City. Just came up to Westchester County. We live upstate now, where the air's a little fresher. I get to enjoy life. I was able to fire my boss after 6 years because my pursuit of happiness and helping others is finally paying off. Like these guys said, this challenge group, the biggest and best part of this challenge group is the whole accountability. Having the secret Facebook group, having people to push you and motivate you, and there's no one ever there to put you down. We're only here to uplift you and make you feel better about yourself. This is a judgment-free zone where we just rock it hard, and we do 10 minutes a day. There's no excuse for somebody to say, I don't have 10 minutes. There's no excuse for somebody to say, oh, I don't have money or time. Really, this is 30 days risk-free, and I guarantee you if you do 10 minutes every day, you're going to see results. I can guarantee you that because I've been doing it. I've been doing this for a little over 3 months now. It wasn't until about 2 months ago or 2 months into the business I found the 10-minute trainer and I started doing yoga flex and I started doing the abs. And you got to remember, the 10-minute trainer, the only requirement is a resistant band on some of the workouts. Most of the workouts, there are no requirements. You don't need anything but a towel and a glass of water when you're done. And that being said, I see Nate's pondering over there because I know Nate's the athlete. He's our runner. He's the fast guy. He's the guy on the performance line.
yeah.
Me and Ivan, we're a little bit older, and we took our toll. Our body took our toll when we were younger. So we're on the good old-fashioned Shakeology, our daily dense dose of nutrition. But I know Nate's got something to say because look at that face.
Actually, I have good things to say about as far as that the recovery thing, because me when I was in high school and even in college, I'm on the third floor of the dorm, up and downstairs. and I lived on a farm, and I helped my grandfather, helped my grandmother around the house. I didn't get a lot of rest time, so I had to sleep. I had to get to sleep. I couldn't stay up late. Recently, it's always been a thing with me as far as rest and, not breaking your body, because you had to work. You're not going to tell your family, no, I can't work for you. I lifted weights and went to track practice today and walked around school, Grandma and Grandpa. No, boy, you going to work. And I did that. And recently, I did, the day after Thanksgiving, I'm on the reel, I strained my left hamstring on a 200 sprint. And I had to, I was like, oh, Lord, no, I can't, no. And I started back last week running. I was feeling good. And Friday, I actually didn't do my weightlifting because I felt it coming back. This Monday, I skipped Friday's weight training and I caught on the performance line from Beachbody Recovery. It's like, I think it's chocolate flavored, and my left hamstring is fine. I've taken it 3 times for post-workout, and it wasn't like that last week, and I believe it made the difference for this week, and that I'm being perfectly honest as one athlete who wants to run fast and keep running fast and go even faster.
Nate, I don't mean to cut you off. I did forget to tell the viewers this is very important. If you are watching this live hangout and you do have any questions, the Rubik's Cube 9 buttons, you'll see them on the top right-hand side. You guys keep seeing me look over. I'm looking at my other computer to show how everything's running. You'll see the 9 button Rubik's Cube on the top. You just click on that, and it will ask you the Q&A. You can ask us any questions you want. And there's also a showcase. If you look at the showcase, you will see the Innovative Lifestyle Guru's website. You will see Nathan's Beachbody website. I'm not gonna lie, I just got the hang of the showcase. So Ivan's link's up there. Nathan, your link's not there, buddy, because I didn't get it. If you shoot it to me right now, I'll put it on. I panicked at last minute here. I'm gonna keep it 100, and I always will. You know that. I was set to do these hangouts every Wednesdays and Sundays. These are my nights of working late. Out of nowhere tonight, at about 7:20, my wife says I have to go out. So I'm stuck with an almost 2-year-old and an 11-month-old, and my mother.
Yes.
Your mother.
And my mother. So, yes, my mother is watching my kids, and I can hear him running around upstairs, reckless. Because you know how that's. She'll come in and she'll watch him, knowing that he'll make a mess, and be like, "See, that's what you used to do." So if
he's getting his 10-minute trainer in.
Yeah, well, that's another thing. The reason why the 10-minute trainer is such a great thing for parents and people like myself. It's hard to get a 30-minute workout in. It really is. Like I said, my kid, he'll be 2 on December 31st. He's running around. He's grabbing everything. Let me get a resistant band in front of him. He comes up and he grabs it and he pulls it and snaps it back and it hits me, So, I mean, it's hard, but it's doable. In 10 minutes, my best 10-minute workout comes every night right before I get in the shower. And it used to be I did my yoga flex every morning. Now I do it every night before I get in the shower. Instead of taking a 20-minute shower, I just take a 10-minute shower after I do a 10-minute workout. I mean, there's always a way as long as there's a will. And the Innovative Lifestyle Gurus, we have a strong will.
Yes, we do.
It's synergistic. It really is.
It is. And, just touching on what these guys are saying, that 10-minute trainer, we started it last week on Tuesday, and I hadn't done anything. I was pretty sedentary for the last maybe 10 months. I really wasn't doing much activity, so I was like, man, you know what? This challenge, I'm gonna take it serious, and these guys are there to hold each other. We're here to hold each other accountable, which is the beauty of it. So, I told Mark, I'm gonna wake up at 5:45 every morning and get it done. It's 10 minutes. I need to start doing it. Started doing it on Tuesday of last week. I was just doing one a day every morning. This week, I decided what I'm gonna do is just add an extra workout every week. So this whole week I'll be doing 2 10-minute trainers. I was able to do them earlier today, and just the benefits from doing just a little bit of exercise every day is so much, makes your day so much better. You have so much more energy to do things. You really do. So, you know, last week, just seeing it was our last week of school. I got to see my energy levels a lot higher. I wasn't groggy during the day. And that was just doing the cardio and the yoga flex. This week, I'm starting to double up on both of those. And I'm gonna start throwing in the tougher ones. We'll explain all the different 10-minute workouts. But you would be shocked at how 10 minutes can get you a great workout. I finish them and I'm sweating. And I'm like, man, just from 10 minutes. The yoga flex, for any of y'all that have never done yoga, or you're like me who thought that yoga was kind of pointless, just breathing and stretching, it's a workout. One of the days, I think I told Mark, I felt like my body was going into seizures just trying to hold a pose. And then Nate puts out a picture and he's in the pose and he looks comfortable. I was like, God, to be in that
I was like, it was what was it, pigeon?
The pigeon, yeah.
The pigeon. Yeah, it's pigeony. It's weird. But definitely something I wasn't able to do until I actually tried to work on my flexibility, and I've never done that before. That's off baseline of my flexibility, but it's improving now.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful. If I stay flexible, my stride gets bigger. Because my muscles are able to stretch and come back easier, and I'm not able to get injured as easily. I'm all for it. I am all for it.
Yeah. I'll tell you one of the benefits I noticed just from a little bit of exercise. Now, mind you, I used to drive a truck for a living, so I'd sit on my butt like 8 hours a day, and eating fast food. I've noticed with just 10 minutes of exercise every day, I sleep better at night. I sleep 10 times better at night just with a little bit of exercise and my Shakeology. That's a big help too. The Shakeology is my daily dense dose of nutrition, and it really is the superfoods that my body was lacking. Now, you combine proper nutrition with minimum exercise in 10 minutes, and you're seeing results. I can't wait for my doctor to clear me in January. And we were talking. I went to go talk to him, and he asked me, he says to me, Mark, I got to ask you a serious question. I said, yeah, go ahead, shoot, doc. He says, when you got shot back in 2001, did you do any rehabilitation on your leg? And I looked at him. I said, no. They told me I'd never play football again. So all I did was enough to get out and walk out of there. And he goes, you notice how your left leg is buckling, and you keep telling me your left leg keeps buckling when you stack 3 10-minute trainers? I said, yeah. He says, you have to do rehabilitation. I want you to stand on one foot and do squats on your left foot. So I was like, yeah, no problem. He's like, do it right now. I did one. My leg buckled. One, and it buckled. So every day before I do my 10-minute trainer, I do about 15, 20 squats on the left leg and then on the right leg. Then I do my 10-minute trainer. And I've been doing this for a week now, and I notice a difference, but it's still weak. But that does not deter me, because I know if I keep doing it, it's only going to get stronger and stronger. If I keep at this 10-minute trainer, I'm only going to get better and better. And it's great. I can't believe the accountability group. We have Ivan. We like to call Ivan the numbers and writer man, because he posts up every day. He posts up the file of the day. He's got a great quote every day. He's always active. He's usually the first guy up doing the 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I actually found a quote the other day, and it inspired me from Ivan. It says, here's a health tip: set your alarm 10 minutes earlier. Boom.
That was from Ivan? I thought that was from you.
No, I found the quote somewhere.
Oh.
But when I read it, it just made me think of Ivan. That was the first thing that came to me. It's like, this guy gets up so early in the morning, and he drives to school, and like the first time me and Ivan talked, he's like, I have a 20-minute ride, and we just started talking, we started clicking, and Ivan pushes me, I push Ivan. Nathan pushes me, I push Nathan. Michael pushes me. Like, we all push each other, and like I always tell you guys this: it's a lot easier to come into a challenge group knowing you have support and people that help you get to the level you want to get to, and then when you get to that level, you're like, I'm not satisfied because I know I can do better. That's the feeling that this group has already given me, knowing that I can always get better and better and better, and then I can just go harder and longer and harder and longer and just get better and better and better. And it's a reoccurring thing that happens in threes with us. And we always, since day one that all of us hooked up, we all came up with this idea: let's just do things in 3, bang out those 3 things, let's do the next set of 3, bang out those 3 things. And it's true. I was watching a video today about the 10-minute trainer. If you stack 3 10-minute trainers on top of each other, that's a 30-minute workout. Now, there was one day I had a lot of time to myself, and I got to do 9 10-minute trainers in the day. And that day my leg buckled a lot. And here I am thinking I can't hold a pose in yoga because my leg's buckling. That's not the reason. Because now I felt like the Karate Kid the other day, just standing there on one leg. You guys
You're not like.
know what I'm talking about, right?
I was just imagining how many times your leg buckled. It felt like a routine, like da 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 da. Hey, Mark, quick question: if
Yes, sir.
somebody wants to ask a question in our group chat, how are they gonna do that again? I've got people asking me.
All you have to do, if you logged into this Hangout through the event page, you're gonna see on the top right-hand corner the Rubik's Cube button, where the 9 little dots on the top right. You click that, and it's gonna say Q&A or Showcase. If you click this Q&A, it will pop up the questions right on the right-hand side. You type it in, and we'll get it instantly. If you logged in through YouTube, all you have to do on the top, just click the. Hold on one second, bear with me. I'm using the other computer. You want to just click the button that says join the conversation. Simple. Real simple. If you want to go to the showcase, you can click any of the links, and it will bring you to whatever websites. I know last week we had a great number of viewers, and I'm terribly sorry. This is my own mistake for not having that Q&A up and not having the showcase and having something for you guys to communicate with us. So tonight we went ahead and we got everything all good and ready to go. We were all up and running at like 7 o'clock. I had the window open, making sure it was running smooth. I mean, we always hit technical difficulties. It's just part of this game, part of this life.
Most definitely, it's a learning process, man. We're learning something, like many things, every single day. It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't even have to be in school, man. Oh man, I'd rather do this than learn calculus. Yeah,
you got to make sure if you're doing this, you're doing it correctly, and you're making something out of it. Because most most health and fitness businesses, you kind of go in and you become like a health and fitness trainer, and then like that's it. You got to go find your clients, and you got to rent out a gym or something, be a personal homebody, and go to people's houses. The greatest thing about our challenge group, it's 10 minutes, and it's done off of your laptop, your tablet, your cell phone, or even Apple TV now. You can do it in the privacy of your own home. You can go outside in the backyard. You can do it in the shower like I do. You can do it when you're doing laundry. You have no excuse not to want to do this. And the truth is, I tell my friends right now, listen, plain and simple, I don't want to hear nothing but a yes. That's it. Because you owe it to yourself. I owed it to myself, and I feel amazing now. I feel so good. My body, and like, I got a long way to go. Don't get me wrong. We all got a long way. We all do. But we're on the right road. We're going on the right road.
To the next level.
Yeah. And that's just the truth of the matter is we have. I'm sorry, guys. I have a side note. I can hear my kid crying upstairs. I'm gonna let Ivan and Nate talk for a minute, and I'll be right back because I hear him crying.
All right.
Go ahead, Nate.
All right. For those of you, because I couldn't get my link to Mark in time. That's no excuse on my part. www.innovativelifestylegurus.com is our website, courtesy by its creator, Ivan Medellin. Did I say it right?
You got it.
Oh, Medellin. The double L is the Y. In Spanish. Oh yeah, I remember. Yo hablo en español un poquito. So, what time are you getting up again, man? While we're waiting for Mark to get back.
Right now, like I said, I'm on vacation, so I'm getting up a little bit later. But
Same here,
when
man.
school starts 5:45 a.m. That's what time I set my alarm for. I get up. I'll do just quickly wash my face, brush my teeth, and go out to the garage to do my workout. So I'm out there by about 5:50. Then
Brush your teeth first?
10-minute trainer. Excuse me?
Brush your teeth first?
Yeah, of course, man. Every morning when I wake up, first thing I do.
I guess I missed the conversation. Brushing your teeth.
Oh no, it's like
No,
Nate asked me what time I do my workout. I said I'm up at 5:45. That's when my alarm goes off. But I get up, go brush my teeth, wash my face, then I go to the garage, and by 5:50 I'm starting the 10-minute trainer. He goes, "You brush your teeth first?" Yeah, that's the first thing I do every morning. Brush my
then I
teeth.
get up, I go get water, I train, I come back, I get a shower, I eat, and then I brush my teeth after breakfast.
The first thing I got to do when I wake up, I guess I've just been trained that way, is just to brush my teeth. I get like that.
Dude, I literally had a life traumatic experience. We were at Stone Mountain my senior year season. Got to go out with a bang. We're at Stone Mountain of Georgia training. Normally in the morning we wake up at like 6:30, and we drive from our hotel to the base of the mountain. It's like 5.5 miles around. Huge, going around the base of the mountain. One of my teammates, it was me, Bo Brooks, and Austin Russell. And boys, if you're watching this, y'all remember this. Bo always brushes his teeth before, he gets up, like y'all. And I tried it just for the heck of it. And me, JD, Jonathan Dunn ended up racing toward the last, you got 2 miles to go, and we were going, and it was neck and neck, and we're just mentally we're teammates, we're buddies, because as athletes I'm wanting to kill you and he's wanting to kill me to the finish line. And the biggest part, and this is where the toothbrush thing really kicked in, is the last part of this course, this 5.5 mile course before we get to the finish line, is a giant uphill. I'm talking 200 meters, and you just keep climbing and climbing and climbing. And if you have that funny feeling, it was a funny feeling in my mouth. And I felt like I was going to puke my guts out from this feeling. And I never brushed my teeth after that again, because I beat JD, and I was just trying to get more oxygen and get the feeling out. And I never brushed my teeth again before training, ever.
I hate to be the guy, but that's some down south shit.
Dude, I don't. He brushed his teeth too, and I was like, bro, I thought I was gonna throw up, that feeling, and I'm tired. My mouth is dry. I have the toothpaste taste in my mouth. I was like, I ain't doing it again. I don't know why, but JD did the same thing, and he said his head was about to split. I don't know what was in his toothpaste though, but he probably needed more water or electrolytes.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys a quick question about this 10-minute trainer challenge group that we're running. Do you guys notice, in the group itself, how active it is compared to other groups that you've been in? It's one of the questions I was text messaged from a buddy of mine. I'll give him a quick shout out, James, JT. I know you're watching, because instead of you asking a question on the Q&A, you wanted to text me. But yeah, that was one of his questions. He says he's in a lot of these different weight losses groups and these challenge groups, and nobody really holds him accountable. He wants to know what's the difference between our group and most other groups. And you guys want to take that?
Yeah. The biggest word on there is accountability. And that's really what we're there for. We're all active on it. It's a private group, so there's no need to feel scared to post anything. I've been putting up a file every single day. So from day 1, right now, today was day 9, and you kind of follow along with that, and it just tells you to post a little something, just to remain active. And I always put on there, and we actually always put on there, just post daily. Post daily what you're doing, when you're going to do your workout, because we'll try to jump on there with you and do the workouts with you. Mark is a stay-at-home dad, and he's working out, I think, 24/7. I don't even know, because the transformation that I've seen in his pictures, it's amazing. Michael Vargas, if you all have not seen his picture, it's on our private group. I mean, that guy is doing the.
He went from no pack to 6-pack.
Jesus, it's shocking.
No pack to 6-pack.
I showed my wife, and she was like, there's no way in 4 weeks. I go, babe, yeah, he did it in 4 weeks. I go, he's just dedicated to doing it. He's eating right and doing the workouts. So we all hold each other accountable every single day. We're active in it. The four of us, we're constantly posting things on there just to get people to follow along and complete their workouts, you know, and not be scared to post what they're doing. Because I think I put my pictures up the first day. By all means, I'm 30 years old. Like I said, I was pretty sedentary for a good while. I know I gained weight, and I don't really feel embarrassed sharing it with everybody because I know that in 30 days my transformation is going to be a lot better, and in 60 days it's going to be a lot better. You know, that's really how I'm working at it. And then after seeing Michael's pics, I was like, oh hell, I'm gonna hit this hard. Like now I'm hitting it real hard.
Competitive, boy. Like we're all athletes. I'm pretty sure Michael's an athlete.
Yeah.
He does bicycle things. He's like my boy's from Jamaican bicycle team, and you saw him in that suit. I'm like, dude, that's a bicyclist suit. This dude competes doing cycling.
He rides. I talk to Mike every day. You know, Mike's my downline. We have a great reputation. This dude, I give Mike the utmost respect because he came into this business and he was ready to throw in the towel. And I told him, I said, Mike, just give me 30 minutes for like a week. And if you still want to, cool. But I guarantee you, if you give me 30 minutes, you're going to want to do this. You're going to want to do this hard. So I told him, I said, listen, the first day we talked, he told me, oh, yeah, I used to be in shape. He's like, I'm not fat, but I'm small, like stubby fat with a belly. And I said, take a picture, bro. And I tell this to everybody. He says, don't care what anybody else thinks. You might think you're fat. You might think you have a belly. But 99% of the people in the world do too. So if you just get rid of that, and when I told him, when you make your videos, don't even watch your video, just post it. Because, you know, the truth is, we all make mistakes. We're all human beings. As a matter of fact, I enjoy watching somebody that I can relate to when they make a mistake that I would probably make. You know, it's just easier for me to relate to. And going back to what Ivan said about this, the challenge group with the accountability, we get you to interact with us. The more interacting we have, the more comfortable we start feeling, the more we just open up and we tell everybody our life stories, our transformation stories, where we come from, what our goals are. And when you get it all out and you write it down, it becomes more powerful, especially when you write things down. Because if you write them down and you cross them out, you get this feeling of accomplishment, you know. And I completed my task at hand. Nate, I got a pop-up on you. It says, hello, this is Nathan Dukes.
I'm just testing it. One of my boys, Mosiah, you're watching this, man. I'm trying to answer your question, bro.
Wait, what was the question? He can't get a question?
He's wanting to ask questions. He's wanting to ask questions to get in there. And
all right, let me show you. Oh, I can't even do that because it's on my other computer. I could go ahead and share my screen, but it's not going to help. Sorry about that. I'm reading a question here from Nate. It says, hello, my name is Nathan Dukes. Any questions are welcome. So, a little delay. You got to remember, this is our first time using the Q&A. Don't get it twisted.
And we're rolling with it.
Yeah, what we do here with the Innovative Lifestyle Gurus is we do what we have. We make things happen with what we're given. We're the type of people that wake up in the morning grateful for the things we have, whereas most people wake up and they're like, another Monday. You know, we take into accountability that everything we do is scaled down to minimum or affordable costs. You know, we try to keep everything free. So that's why we run these Google Hangouts. Google, you sign up a Google account, you get a YouTube page, you get an email, and you get a Hangout. So there you go. That's free for everybody to rock. If you have a problem with free, I guess you probably don't want to join this challenge group because it's free for 30 days. It's 10 minutes a day. If you are, like I said, if you came through this Hangout through the event link, at the top right-hand corner, you'll see the Rubik's Cube, the 9 little dots, you know, 3, 3, and 3. You click that and just hit the Q&A button. You should be able to ask your questions there. If you did come in through YouTube, you'll see on the top it says conversation. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
It says, showcase and conversation. You want to go into the conversation, and then you should be able to ask your questions. I want to give a big shout out to my Uncle Bobby. My Uncle Bobby's watching.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, Uncle Bobby's a real person. Okay.
My Uncle Bobby, William Horace. There you go. I have to give him a shout out because he just texted me and said, "You need to do something with your hair."
Dude, yeah, one of my boys, Bakari Daniels. I've known the whole time I've known him. The dude had dreads. 2 weeks ago, he got him cut. I was like, ah!
I can't even do it, man. I used to be completely bald.
Yeah.
Not a good feeling. When I was bald, I was doing a lot of bad things, you know.
I like it.
We say, you know, you stick around.
Like getting shot in the butt.
You know, that was the one time. I'll tell everybody this story. In 2001, me and my roommate, we were pissed drunk walking home from the bar. Now, where we lived, you had to walk either 4 blocks up and 3 blocks over, or you could just cut right through the projects. Now, me, I don't care. I'm cutting through the projects, no problem. So one day we were walking through the projects, and these 2 kids, no older than like 15, 16, came up to me and my roommate. They said, "Give us all your money." And we laughed, and we're like, we just came from the bar, we're broke. And the kid was like, "Well, give me your phone." And I was about to cock back and punch him, and my roommate grabbed my shoulder, and he says, "You know, you're 21 now. It's time to be a bigger man and let these little kids just go." So I said, "All right, you're right." I turn to walk away. The kid pulls out a gun, and he shoots 3 shots. The first one just missed my head. Just missed my head. The second one misfired, and the third one hit me in my left ass cheek. And when it hit me, it felt like a paintball. That's what it felt like. It felt like a paintball. It did not hurt. I guess because I was really drunk. And I put my hand back there. I saw red, and I was like, "This cocksucker shot me with a paintball." So I went to go chase after him, and my leg buckled, and then I was like, what's going on? I got up and I chased him again, and it just collapsed, and I fell down. I'm glad you can laugh, brother, because I tell my friends, if you weren't laughing, that means I'd be dead. You know what I mean? So if you look at it that way, it's a real good thing. I'll tell you.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here.
I appreciate it. The first meal I had after I got out the hospital never tasted so good. That first glass of water never tasted so good. But just going back to the kid that shot me, he ended up shooting me with a hollow tip 22, and the hollow tip 22 tumbled, and it stopped 2 centimeters from shattering my pelvic bone. And if it had done that, I would have been in a wheelchair, paraplegic, you know, sitting there. I had to build a ramp for my house and all that stuff. But luckily, somebody was looking over me, or something was looking over me. And long story short, I was in the hospital recovering. Maybe like the 2nd or 3rd day, the New Rochelle Police Department came, and they asked me questions if I had known anything about the kid that shot me being killed. And I was like, no, I'm laid up in the hospital. So, long story short, he got what he deserved, and he's no longer walking this earth. I'm still here, and I'm still kicking. So I got two beautiful baby boys and a loving wife. I've changed all my ways. All my criminal history is either sealed or it's just not. Because I didn't do too much dumb stuff when I was young, but I did do a few a few dumb young things when I was younger. I got locked up here and there for stupid things. I would never hurt nobody. I never kill nobody. No murder, nothing like that. You know, maybe a drug trafficking, or college wasn't cheap, so I had to pay for college somehow. But we all have our stories. We're all human beings, and I tell this to all my downline, everybody in my downline. I know your life story is worth millions and millions of dollars. You just don't have the time to write it out. You don't know the publisher. You don't know a movie editor who's going to create your life story movie. And the truth is, if you want something done, you have to do it yourself. It's that simple. If you sit here and you wait for somebody to do something for you, and you wait for that perfect moment, I'm sorry, you're going to be waiting and waiting and waiting for a long time. Like if you look at your bedroom and you're like, oh, it's a mess, and you don't want to get up and clean it, guess what? It's going to be a mess. And if you sit there and say, oh, my wife is going to clean it, guess what? She's probably not going to clean it either. It's just going to be a mess. You have to get up and do the dishes, mop the floor, make your house look the way you want it. The reason why I make my bed every morning is so at the end of the day, I know I'm coming to a fresh bed. No matter how crappy my day's been, how good or bad, I come back to a fresh bed every night. When I wake up in the morning, it used to be like, another day, or I'd stub my toe. Now when I wake up in the morning, it's like, thank God I'm alive. I can't wait to get to work. I brush my teeth first. Then I make my tea. I drink my tea and my water, and I make my Shakeology. Bam! I knocked out my first 3. Then I usually go. I get 1 or 2 10-minute trainers in before Junior wakes up, and then I'll sit down on my computer. I do my morning blog. I have my routine. I do my post, and I tell everybody that's an innovative lifestyle guru, I have a layout, and my layout's been taken from the best of the best and the best. and I made it into one master layout that is free to all. It's free for everybody. All you gotta do is ask me. We'll do a one-on-one hangout. We'll do face-to-face. We'll do Skype. Whatever's convenient for you. I'm quick at returning calls. I'm quick at returning messages because I'm a stay-at-home dad. I mean, I got my phone on me almost all the time. It's usually at like 10% all day, but that's just the truth. But I'm here. I like to think that I'm the glue that holds our team together sometimes. But without these guys, I'd be nothing. That's just the truth. I'm not the leader of this. I've never claimed to be the leader. If anybody's the leader of this group, it would be my wife.
Yeah.
She's our founder.
Yeah.
Man, she really is. And,
Yeah.
and
Like,
just to
All right,
sorry,
innovative lifestyle gurus. What are you talking about? You gonna do Joe's or like?
She says, "You guys sound like you're a bunch of comic book nerds."
I was like, but you ran that name by me. It was like, oh, my wife came up with me. Just say it 3 times to yourself, man. I was like, innovative lifestyle gurus.
Yeah.
Winner.
It's really good stick, right? I mean, shoot, she's done so much. She's done so much for this group, and she probably doesn't even realize it. And we're all thankful for that. I know Mark is. I really am, because she kind of just tells you how it is, straight up.
Straight up. No bullshit at all. She's like, I was writing. Listen, this is great. I was writing this article, right? And I'm sorry, this like ad/article, and I'm sitting here 3 days. I'm like, oh, this is good. This is the good one. This is gonna be the money hitting one, you know. And I'm like, hey, babe, can you just edit this for me? She gets to like the first chapter, and she's like,
Hey, boys, hey, one of our viewers has a question. You got me?
Yeah. What are you?
Oh, this is for you, baby.
Hold on. I'm gonna pull up the question.
His question is, he can't put it in right now, but he's at his question. He's one of deep thinkers. Where do we see ourselves in 1 year?
You should ask me where I see myself in 1 month. in 1 year, I could tell you right now, the Innovative Lifestyle Gurus, hashtag LIG, you're going to see that everywhere.
ILG, man.
Yep, sorry, ILG, I'm sorry. No, it's been a long day.
League.
It's gonna be everywhere. And the fact is, we take everybody in, and when you come in, you have a seat at the table. You're not coming into any type of organization. This is not like, all right, we are independent Beachbody coaches. Innovative Lifestyle Gurus has nothing to do with being an independent Beachbody coach. It is an outside group that was founded by us for people that are like-minded, like us, that want to have a seat at the table, that have ever done anything and felt left out. We don't want anybody to feel left out. I always tell everybody, family means everybody matters. Nobody gets left behind. That's it. Everybody matters, and nobody gets left behind. Now, if you think about that, if we go to war, we're coming out. I guarantee you that. The Innovative Lifestyle Gurus, if we go to war with anybody, we're coming out, because we watch each other. We're like 300, plain and simple.
Yeah.
We are Sparta.
And it's like if anybody wants to recruit us, and you know, we have goals, we have dreams. Me and Mark have talked about dreams and ambitions. I don't know. I know you have ambitions, Ivan. I know Michael has ambitions and dreams he wants to realize. But if someone wants to say, hey, I got something for you. Hey, come jump ship, come with me, and I'm like, sorry, I can work with you, but I ain't jumping ship for nothing. I don't care what's in that ship. I'm sticking with the ILG. This is family. And if I can help you and you help me, help my family, help ILG move forward in our success, then we can talk. Nothing more than that, though. That's what I'll work with you on.
Yeah.
And that comes back to like this too. If somebody does come to the table with an idea, it's one of these groups where the whole group, it doesn't matter how long you've been here, you could be here your first day, your voice gets heard. If you're the one person that says, no, I don't like it, we don't
start out there and we listen.
Yep. We all have to agree upon a decision. So if we vote right now and say everybody says yes and I'm the only one saying no, guess what? We're not going to do it. Doesn't mean the guys that are saying yes don't have to do it. They still have the opportunity, just means that the LIG, the Innovative Lifestyle Gurus, is not going to be in it 100%. Now, if we all say yes, you're going to have the best army rocking behind you. That's for sure.
Yeah, we're about to eat.
Yeah, the reason.
The way that I would answer that question, my personal belief on this one, Nate, is where do I see myself in 1 year? Exactly where we're at. We're not going to leave you behind, man. Other people that start groups, they blow up, they get big, and they stop helping out. They really do. They say, you know what, I've made what I needed to make, and yeah, join our team, and you ask for help, you ask for support, and they don't give it to you. That's not what we're about, man. I told myself this, and I've always been like that, and I think that's why I'm a teacher and a coach. I love to help people out. Mark is like that as well. Nate, you're young right now, and I'm sure that that's exactly how you are, because I've heard what your ambitions are. Michael's the same way. We're not going to leave you behind. I don't care how big we get. If you're a part of the ILG group, you're a part of the ILG group. Like Mark said, everybody has a
part of our foundation.
Exactly. We're not going to say, you know what, we're too big for you. Go Google the answer. Or go find it out somewhere else. We're here to help you out. And that's really how I would answer that. I would say I see myself exactly the same, in the exact same spot 1 year from now, still offering help and support to whoever needs it, because that's the truth of what we can do, or what we do for you.
100%. You hit that right out the damn park right there. That was a grand slam.
And my answer. It's my turn.
1
year from now, where do I see myself? I see myself working, having at least two sources of income, viable income. One is definitely with Beachbody. We are going up. We are moving forward. We are moving up. This train is not slowing down. You wanna jump on the train? We're gonna stick one of us is gonna stick an arm out and try to grab you if you could grab us, and we're gonna pull you along. And it's whatever you want to handle. There's a lot of people to be helped. There's a lot of Beachbody is fighting America's biggest problem, obesity, lackadaisicalness. The people, doing the thumb things and they're dying slowly. Most men live lives of quiet desperation. Think about that. If I can get out there and I could heat someone up and I can get them excited about working out, getting healthy, and 2 weeks into it, they're like, holy cow, one of the best decisions of my life. It's amazing. And there's money to be made. It's not so much about that. It's more about the people. I've since being a part of this and all the learning that I've done, money's the byproduct. What problem are you solving? Who are you helping? It always comes back down to what are you sowing out? Whatever you sow, that's what you're going to get back. And I see the amount of help that we're going to give people will come back to us. And we have 1 year's time to do it. We're going to do a lot of that. And all I know is that we will be paid for the value, the help we give people by helping them become better.
Listen,
That's what I see ourselves. And we're probably going to be on some stage or something, at Beachbody Summit like 2016 or something. I don't know.
I'll touch base on that. Money is a tool. So like Nate says, when you can detach from I need this money or I have to have this money, and you just start doing things out of the passion of the kindness of your heart, that's when you realize. And I've been noticing this myself. I used to try to earn $1 million, trying to earn it with trying to getting a paycheck, going to work and getting paid, trying to earn it. When you start making money, it's a completely different ball game. When you have commission. I don't want to get too much into this because our topic tonight is our challenge group, but I just want to touch base with the reason why we're all independent Beachbody coaches is because this is the best opportunity that's out there. That's plain and simple. It's the best opportunity. Now, don't let the name Beachbody fool you. I sit here. I was 237 pounds when I started. I smoked cigarettes, and I'm not a Beachbody guy. I'm not. Michael Vargas, when he first started, he wasn't a Beachbody guy. Now, he's a Beachbody guy. but when he started, he was a short, stubby, chunky guy, and we're all a little overweight. We're all a lot overweight, or we're all Nathan underweight.
Oh, come on, man.
I
Come
kid,
on,
Nate.
come on.
I kid, Nate. Nate.
I'm not even on a 6-pack level anymore. I'm on like 8 and like maybe some pills.
Yeah, but see, wait till you get to be 30, Nate.
I'm still learning, bro. I'm preparing. I'm preparing
Yeah.
for 30.
You have a step ahead of all of us. Me, Nathan, me, Ivan, and Mike, because we're all 30 plus, you know, and we all hit that hump, and we were like, you know, it's all downhill. But we were wrong.
That's what my dad told me. He's like, son, wait till you're my age. Who are you gonna be calling fat then? I'm gonna be like, dude, I'm working on it now. You weren't working on it now. You're sitting on the cubicle farm on base doing computer stuff. I can tell you this about this hardware and Windows 7.
Yeah, but I'm sure his reasoning for doing that was to support you and his family. So you can't get mad.
Put bacon on the table.
You know, like,
bacon in the pan.
We kid one of our in our group. One of our jokes is, you know, working for another man is a fool's idea. Pretty much making somebody else rich when you could be working for yourself. That just makes more sense to me. Makes more sense to us in this group. It just we have obligations. We have when I left my job, when I was able to fire my boss, I had to sit down and talk to my wife. I had to make sure everything was going to be okay. And little did I know, when I fired my boss and I became stay-home dad, work-home dad, I started making a good amount of income. But she was able to go back to school and become certified as a home health aide, something she's always wanted to do, for the simple fact that she has time now. So the important thing to me isn't how much money I'm going to make. It's about what I can use the money as a tool to manage my time. Because the time is what we don't get back. And I always say it. You guys know it's coming. There's 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week, 365 days in a year. The difference between Oprah Winfrey and you, the average viewer, is you don't know how to manage your time like her. You see, Oprah will take her money and buy somebody to do something for her that she can't do. Whereas a normal human being is going to try to do what they can't do, and they're going to get discouraged, and then they're going to get mad, and they're going to waste all this time when they just should have just own up. You got to own up and say, listen, I know what I'm good at, and I know what I'm not good at. So if I'm not good at this, why am I going to waste 2 or 3 days trying to do it? Let me go form a team and find somebody that's good at that, and they're not good at what I'm good at. And then we'll work together. And that's what we did. We all have one powerful weapon, I should say, one powerful arsenal in our mind. And I know I can get you fired up. You give me 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day, I'll have you ready to fight Mike Tyson. Guarantee it. And I guarantee you'll be thinking you're going to win. Now, I can't promise you're going to win. It's all on your performance. But I can get you fired up. You listen to Mike. You can listen to Mike for hours. Put it this way. Mike can talk. He's a smooth talker. He's a rock star, front man. You can listen to this dude for hours. If you need to know anything about any type of mile marker in running, ask Nate. Ask anything, a performance line, or anything that's going to fuel his jet rocket body to make him run faster. He's all in it. You want to talk to a reasonable, down-to-earth guy that's going to actually listen to what you say? Talk to Ivan. Ivan always listens. Ivan's got 2 ears and 1 mouth, and he literally uses his 2 ears and 1 mouth. He'll wait for the whole conversation to end, and then he'll throw in his 2 cents. And I've only met a few people like that. That's why me and Ivan, we click really well. Like, I can sit here and talk and talk and talk. You guys see it tonight. I've done most of the talking. I don't choose to. I'd rather sit back and just listen. But sometimes I just got to get it off my chest. And this 10-minute trainer, it's got to get off my chest because there's a lot of people, and I was including myself, just sitting on your couch, scrolling on Facebook, wasting time. You go home after a long day of work, you complain you're tired, you sit down and you watch TV.
Yeah.
You know why people are tired when they get home from work? Either of you?
Excuse me.
I just asked, do either of you know why people are tired when they get home from a long day of work?
They're looking forward to, I don't know.
No, I can only speak for myself. When I came home from a long day's worth of work and I got home, it's because home was so comfortable. It's the most comfortable place for me to be. So instead of me wanting to do something when I'm home, I just want to just relax, you know, and I just get tired and I don't want to do nothing. It wasn't until we started doing this 10-minute trainer that, like, every second I'm like, You think I could squeeze in the 10-minute trainer right now? Yeah, I think I can. I think I can. And when you get home, if you change that mentality of, oh, it's my comfort zone, to this is my school where I learn everything. That's a good one, right? I'm always in school because my mind is always doing self-development, personal development.
Yo.
I checked YouTube the other day, and I didn't know YouTube has the analysts and all this and that, and it tells you how many hours of videos you've watched. So I have a playlist that's private of just self-development, and I watched over 110 hours since July. I'm like, damn.
How do you log that? Wait. Run that by me again. I just went.
When you go to your YouTube channel, you click your YouTube channel, and then you're gonna go check the analytics, and it's gonna tell you it will show me how many people came to the Hangout. It will show me how many viewers we had. It will show me how long they watched. It will show me all of this, and then there's at the way bottom it says video hours played, and then you click that, and then it's like personal, and then you pick a playlist that you listen to, and it will show you exactly how many hours. And I think it said 112 hours and 57 minutes, something like that. And mind you, it's up another 6 hours today. I know that for a fact. I've been listening to Think and Grow Rich, the editor's editions, the 10-hour audio book. Now, the old me would have been listening to the music or something that's not going to do anything for me. Now, you give me 2 seconds, the power of this cell phone and the internet, it's amazing. When you want to learn something and you actually want to learn it, you go out and you do it and you learn it, you take it in and you take it in stride, and then you find more and more and more on what you're learning, and you just get lost in it. This is a good story. I was talking to Mike the other day, Michael Vargas. He's reading a book, very good book. One thing I tell him is don't ever release the name of the book till you're done reading it. Okay? So when you're reading the book and they ask you what book you're reading, I'll tell you once I finish it, because I need to finish the book to say I read it. So he's reading this book, and he's on the bus because Mike's car broke down. He's an everyday guy. His car broke down. He's been riding his bike to work. He's on the bus, and he starts reading this book. The next thing you know, he wakes up. He looks up. He's 4 towns past where he was supposed to go. He was supposed to go to Target and do some shopping. It was supposed to take him only 2 or 3 hours. It ended up taking him 6 hours because he was on the bus and he was so into this book, self-development, that it went right by him. Now that's what leads me back to me and most of the guys in this group. We get caught up. Ivan, I have to give Ivan the utmost respect because this dude said, I think I can make a website. And then he's like, I know I can make a website.
Let me go on you.
And literally, he's like, yo, the website's done. We just got to wait till December 1st for it to be launched. It's literally 2 days. This guy has a website up and running. He's got his PowerPoint presentation. He's good to go. He's ready. He's all in. And I was like, damn, man,
boy.
If I had to come up with a website, I'd probably still be trying to come up with a website. Ivan just jumped in and said, I got this. Don't worry, I'll do it. Boom.
I got another question. Same guy, Mosiah. What do you have to say about the ones that wake up every day dooming themselves for failure or talking themselves out of success? Mo.
Who does he want to answer that?
I guess ILG, one at a time.
All right,
and here's a quote. Here's a quote. My girlfriend was just on ESPN. ! All right, I got it out there, bro. He just literally, he's like, just get it out there, man. And I was like, YOLO.
That was Mosiah?
Yeah.
It's a good dude. I talked to this guy a few times after meeting him through Nate. I'm gonna actually let Ivan. I'm sorry, guys. I can hear my kid crying again. So you guys gonna have to answer this question, and when I come back, I'll finish my answer, man. I'm sorry.
All right, we'll let you go third. He wants the whole group.
All right, so
talking to me.
Nate, ask the question again because I kind of didn't really hear it too well.
Okay. What do you have to say about the ones that wake up every day dooming themselves for failure? They wake up every day setting themselves up for failure. Or they're talking themselves out of success.
What I would have to say to them is, oh man, how could I put this into words?
It's easy. He'll listen. He's listening.
Yeah, don't ever say that you're going to set yourself up for failure, especially when you have a group behind you that's going to push you forward. Because
it's change your mind.
Yeah, and it really is. I mean, look, I can tell you this much. 4 years ago, I dislocated my arm. Sorry, 5 years ago now, dislocated my arm, needed complete reconstructive surgery. And I was at the peak of my, I was 25 years old. I had gotten into probably just as good a shape as I had since I was in high school. So I was kind of fired up about it. This happened in December, and I was completely down. I mean, I'm 25 years old, need reconstructive surgery on my arm. Doctor tells me I'm going to be out for 8 months, completely sedentary. I can't do anything, no physical activity because I was going to be in a sling and wrapped up. He told me 6 to 8 months. First thing I told the doctor is BS. I've never been out that long from an injury, so watch me. I'll come back sooner. And he was like, it's not going to happen. He goes, there's no way. All right. He put me in a sling. 3 weeks later, I was out of it. 3 weeks. And I was down. I told myself, I was like, man, I can't do any exercise, but what am I going to do? How am I going to get better? And I would wake up kind of like what your boy is saying on the phone. You know, I was saying, man, there's nothing I can do about this. This is how I'm going to be. And then actually, that's kind of how I really met my wife. She worked at the school with me, and she was like, why don't we just go walking every day? I'll walk with you. And just getting up every single day with her and doing these little walks started giving me more confidence and saying, man, I'm going to be out for 6 to 8 months, but I can do something just walking with somebody. And that gave me more and more confidence in myself. Now, this is just one person pushing me. The beauty of what we do is there's 4 people pushing you. When you join our group, there's 20 people that are pushing you. So there's not going to be an excuse of waking up in the morning saying, I'm setting myself up for failure in any way, because there's no way that we're going to allow that. We're here to help you out and give you that support. So you would probably not have that feeling after about 2 days of working with our group. Go on, Nate.
I love it. And 20 people is an understatement, bro. We're evolving. We are evolving. Will not be 20 people 2 weeks from now. We definitely won't. As to my answer for that, waking yourself, especially the second part of that question is waking up, talking myself out of success. I've noticed this about you, Mo. You said your why is my name gonna be rich and famous. Your why has to be bigger. What if I gave you $1 million? What will you do with it immediately? It'd be like car, house, this stuff, or are you gonna help someone? Do you need financial independence? Me, I'm in a position. I'm in a rock and a hard place. My grandma, it's my only grandparent. This property, if she goes right now, the entire life will change completely, like it did with my grandfather when he died last year after Thanksgiving. Am I ready for it? No, not now, not financially, but I'm working toward it. Do I want to be able to own my own house, own my own car? Yes. Yes. Do I have the money for it? No. That's my why. Do I have dreams? Do I want to make happen? I actually want to go. I'm sitting down and I'm working, and I am doing that within, living, training, helping my grandmother. Like today, I read several old school, like 20s, 30s documented newspaper articles to my grandfather's big brother. Today we were doing Christmas gifts, and when I walked out of the house, it was very crazy. My Aunt Velma, his wife, said, with his dementia that's going on, he hasn't talked to anyone. You're the first person he's talked to in a long time. And that I didn't know that. And like I just like talked to him, just like like I would my grandpa, but he's not my grandfather. He's my great uncle. But that hit me hard. Like I never knew that. He don't even talk to his own wife, much less his brother. I don't know the last time my grandfather and his brother talked, but I was raised by my grandpa for 4 or 5 years, and so I've become a lot like him. And even my own dad would tell me, you look like. They would argue back and forth. My grandfather would say, no, you look like him. No, you look like your father. No, you look like your grandpa. But it's your why. Your why has to be bigger. It has to hit you here like what gets your attention? What hits your nerves? That's your why.
Yeah.
All right,
And
my
like,
turn.
all right, yeah, your
My
turn.
turn.
Tag out.
My turn.
Tag out.
All right, listen. I'm going to tell you, when you wake up in the morning, if you feel that way, you need to change your situation. You need to change the people around you. You need to get out of whatever is causing you to feel that way. When Nate touched on your why, it shouldn't be, I want to be rich and famous. You need to have an exact number. So I started out, I said I wanted to make $50,000. I hit that goal. I want to make $100,000. I hit that goal. Never be satisfied. Never be satisfied.
Be relentless.
Always want more, because you know life is like a tree. The tree's always going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. It's going to be here longer than we are. The only thing different is that tree's stuck. We have the right to pick up everything. If we don't like our situation, we don't like where we live, we don't like our job, we're not forced to do these things. What I found out is, once I separated myself from those same like-minded people that were only there telling me, oh, you know, we're never going to do nothing, we might as well just accept our lives, this is it. The system always favors the others and never us. You know why? Because I never learned the system. Once I sat down and I decided I wanted to learn the New York State tax code, I was like, man, if I had known this in high school, I'd be Bill Gates rich by now. It's the simple fact that we listen to what others say, and then we'd say, okay, that's it. That's how it's got to be. We all break it down to this book called the Holy Bible, right? How many versions of the Holy Bible are there? How many? More than we can all count. That's for damn sure.
Many translations.
So who wrote you this Bible that makes you feel that this is the way it should be? Because I'll tell you one thing. If I wake up and I feel like I'm never going to be successful, then guess what? I need to find something that's going to make me successful. I have this argument with my wife all the time. Like, I had a severe case of depression when they told me I'd never play football again. I lost the one thing I loved, you know. And my mother taught me, if you're depressed, right, do something that makes you happy. When I feel down, I go fishing. When I go fishing, I'm happy. I'm sitting in nature. Nature makes me happy. That I posted a video the other day. I know Nate and Gordon commented on it. It's about the drug of nature. Go outside and take a walk, and guess what? If you take a nice long walk in the woods, you feel good. I don't care who you are. You feel good after you take a walk outside.
It's a vibe, man.
And Ivan touched it when you have his wife says, let's take a walk. When you have somebody that's going to think like you and act like you and is a successful person that's always positive, always finding the good out of the bad. And I mean, Ivan's always like this. If the situation is bleak and it's slim to none, Ivan's like, but guess what? We have this. It's like, always find that one thing. And for me, driving a truck was cool and all when I was young and single. When I married my wife and we had kids, I started thinking, I grew up without a father. Now, if somebody hits me while I'm driving this truck and they kill me, my kids grow up without a father. So let me tell you, the greater good. Working at this job, living paycheck to paycheck with my hand out, waiting to get paid every Thursday, or leaving this miserable job to be happy and knowing that I won't be killed driving a truck. And what really got me was I found out the company I work for, they have $1 million life insurance on me if I get killed on my job. And if I get killed on my job, my family sees none of that. So that was like, bing, wait a second. You pay me $13 an hour, and I make you all this money, and they told me you get a 30-cent raise every year. It sounded all good, but then you start thinking about it. 30 cents after 10 years, that's only $3. Yeah. Really? Am I worth $13 an hour? I know everybody knows that when you go to work and they pay you this much and you're worth this much, you only work this hard. You know what I'm saying? That's just the truth. The truth of the matter is when you're your own boss and you're running your own company, you're going to work harder than you've ever worked before.
Because you answer to yourself at the end of each day. You're the solution, you're the problem. And you have people, you have network, it's all up to you. And that's the beauty of it.
Let's talk about networking. Networking, let me break this down real simple.
People, baby, you know people.
When I found out what network marketing really is, it's like being a kid in elementary school. You go to school, your first day at school, and you make a whole bunch of friends. Boom, network marketing. That's all it is. Baby. Making friends, being who you are, and not lying to people. I haven't touched base on it. This group will be here in a year doing these hangouts because that's who we are. We're not going to take deals under the table, and we're not going to go jumping ship, and we're not going to have you come into this organization. And don't get me wrong, Beachbody is a great organization, but I've talked to a lot of coaches that their uplines don't help them. They have nowhere to go, and they throw in the towel, and they say Beachbody is a horrible company. But the truth of the matter is Beachbody is an amazing company. The fact that they have recognition Monday. You have a national wake-up call where they give you recognition. I told my wife, the first month I worked at Beachbody, I had more recognition than the 6 years I did driving a truck. And that pat on the back was like, that's a great feeling. That makes me want to work harder. And then you start going and you start seeing, wow, this is all my money. So I got to make sure I know the tax code because obviously Uncle Sam's going to want his taxes. That's for sure. But I'd rather pay Uncle Sam. Yeah, I'd rather pay me myself. I can't speak for everybody, but I'd rather pay Uncle Sam once, twice, or quarterly than every week. Every week, not even every week. Let's say every day I got to pay taxes. I buy formula, I buy diapers, there's taxes. I buy groceries, I buy gas, there's taxes. I pay for TV and phone, there's taxes. Every day I'm paying taxes. So why should I be paying taxes every Thursday on my money? Now I get a check for 1 week. It'd be about, $1,100 before taxes. After taxes, I'm seeing like 6, 7. Come on now. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Like, all right, I was grateful because I was at this job. They gave me a job. Yeah, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful they gave me health insurance. But I was a fool with that health insurance. I'm paying $189 to cover my family a week. A week. I talked to the New York State healthcare lady, and she's like, "Are you a fool or are you just retarded?" I said, "Excuse me?" Excuse me? She goes, "Listen, you choose to work at that job, and they offer you health care. Now, you might have a pride or an ego problem, but you could get Medicaid and Medicare for your whole family for free." And when they told me that, I was like, wait a second. I never relied on the system. I don't need the system. Let somebody else have that. She said to me on the phone, "So you're not going to let the system help you make your $1 million?" Made me think twice. Made me really think twice. And I said, I told my wife, I said, listen, maybe I should just leave this job. I said, well, if I leave right now, we get Medicaid. I'm sure they'll give us food stamps. I'm sure they'll give us all this assistance that I don't really want. But guess what? I can use it to make $1 million. So I guess we should just do that. And my wife is the same way. She's like, the truth of the matter is you've only been there in case something happened to the kids. But if something does happen to the kids, regardless, you're going to be a father and you're going to provide for your kids. Now, I know whether some people have means and ways, and when you have a mean and you have a way, you can make it happen. Beachbody's giving me that. They've given me the fact that instead of me going with my hand out for a check, I go now chase $1. I'd rather chase $1 because I can make that dollar $1 million, $1 trillion. I joke with these guys, I'm going to be the first zillionaire. I wrote it down. You know how many zeros are in a zillion?
Imaginary. Bro, we're in imaginary numbers now. I don't even...
The thing is,
you know what?
Go ahead.
Well, what I was going to touch on it and really kind of answers that question. I told Dirk this the other day.
And by the way, Mike,
Yeah.
before you do that, Dirk Smith is the guy who Mark came under in the branching.
Yeah, actually, I came in through Natalie Murray.
Natalie,
Yeah, he's 2 above you.
Yeah, he's Natalie's upline. They're
Right.
great people. I was blessed to have great upline support.
Yeah, Dirk is... Natalie is...
And
They are big time.
yeah, they are. And talking to Dirk, he's a great person. Mark introduced me to him, and we were talking, I don't know, maybe a week ago. I was at a basketball tournament. I was actually on a bus ride home when I was speaking to you guys. And
Yeah.
Dirk asked me this. He goes, do you enjoy what you're doing? And I was like, you mean teaching and coaching? I go, I love it. I wouldn't leave it for the world. I love helping out people. That's really what it's about. The money issue to me, I could care less about it. I really could. I'm able to provide for my family. My wife and I both work. We're both teachers. We provide for our family. But I get up every morning and I'm happy. I love going to work. I love coaching basketball. I love teaching kids. I really do.
So you see that
so
kid,
he was like,
that kid,
well,
Gah! You're like,
so
I taught him
I wake
that.
up enjoying myself every day. And what Dirk tells me, he goes, You know, when you wake up enjoying what you do every day, you see everybody has speed bumps and things that happen in life. He goes, whenever you have those happen to you, but you enjoy it, they're just challenges. And I go, yeah, exactly. I go, when you wake up and you feel great, something bad happens. Like I just had to buy a new AC on Saturday. You know, I just see it as a challenge, and I go, how am I going to take on this challenge? You know, that's the beauty about challenges. We are able to conquer them. He goes, and I go, when you wake up and you're miserable and you hate what you're doing, they're no longer challenges. They're obstacles. Obstacles are harder to get through. You know, people don't want to try to conquer an obstacle. You get stuck, you get lost, you need help in obstacles. When it's a challenge, you're just like, man, I can knock this out. Let me go conquer it. And that's really how I see life now. You know, I always tell myself, man, I wake up every morning, I feel great. My wife, she's also a teacher. There's mornings where she's like, I don't want to go to work. I'm like, why not? Like, the kids need us. We need to go to work. We need to. It's part of our job. You know, it makes the kids feel better. And she's like, yeah, you're right. And it makes her feel a little bit better. But me, I can't remember one time that I woken up in the morning and I'm like, oh, I don't want to go to work. I hate what I'm doing. Because in all reality, I love what I'm doing. And now that we started with this, you know, our challenge group, we're helping out more people. And it's something that, like I said, I love to do it. You know, I'm a coach as it is. And then now that I'm an independent beach body coach, it's even greater. I get to help out more people. You know, these are things that I love to do in life. So every time that we do these challenge groups, I'm like, man, this is perfect. This is what I like to do. And we started this 10-minute one, and I said, shoot, 10 minutes a day, why not? And the more people we can bring in and help out with this, even better. And then the beauty of it is, and Mark is the one that told us about this, it's risk-free for 30 days. So anybody that wants to try it out for 30 days. If on day 29 you say, you know what, I don't like the results I'm getting, I'm not feeling better, I don't like doing this, by all means, you don't need to continue with the challenge group. Get out of it. That's fine. But if you join our challenge group, I can't see why you wouldn't enjoy it or why you wouldn't like it, because we're here to support and motivate you all the way through on it. We're constantly posting on there, and we ask, you know, have you done your 10-minute trainer for the day? And all you need to do is just reply a simple yes, I have, or no, I haven't yet. And eventually they'll get to it. You guys are up.
Yes.
Yeah, tag. I love the wait. It was amazing. I love what I do. I wake up, I train, I know I'm going to help people, train, and like with my cousin Zach Gio, he used to be the fat kid at school, one of the fat kids, and him seeing me work out inspired him. The dude's probably lost more than 70 pounds since middle of high school. He's going to be he started his second semester of freshman year college, and he's gotten taller, and he's put on a whole lot of muscle. He's traded that for his fat, and I don't want to mess with that dude no more, unless I'm really mad. He's huge. Like, he should have played football. Boy. But seeing
we have a question, Nate. There's a question in the Q&A. It says, why do you think Beachbody's so amazing?
Because they deliver on results.
That's it.
You want my answer?
Yeah, go ahead. Shoot him your answer. Why do you think Beachbody's so amazing?
Let me tell you the beauty about Beachbody. I'm new to all of this stuff, to MLM. I've been doing it for 5 months. Started out with another company. And this is the support I got from them. A big fat zero, a goose egg. I would ask for help, and I got nothing.
No, you got one thing. You got one thing.
I did. I'll get to that part right now. You're right.
They give you one thing: Google search and YouTube.
Google. That's exactly what I was gonna get to. That's all they would tell me. I would go like, how do you do this? How do you do? They just said, it's in this. You just go look for it here. Go look for it there. I was like, man, no help. So for someone that was new, I had no guidance. Came to Beachbody. Came to Beachbody, and as soon as you sign up, they give you 3 websites. 3 websites that you can use anywhere. So I was like, man, perfect. I got 3 websites now. I use those 3 websites, and then they plug you into this a private group on Facebook. I get plugged into it. I ask a question, one question, and I don't remember who it was. Mark, do you remember who it was that sent me to you?
Oh, no.
But someone just tells me.
I'm glad they did, but nah.
Yeah, someone just tells me, like, I ask a question, they're like, ask Mark White, he'll give you the answer. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't know who Mark White is. I thought Mark White, I was like, he must be a big time guy out there. He's probably not going to answer me, but I'll message him anyways. I sent him a message, and his response was, Ivan, here's my phone number. When can you give me a call? And I go, well, I drive every morning. It takes me 20 minutes to get to work. He goes, I'll be up. I live in New York, so I'm an hour ahead of you. So hit me up. We talked that first day, the whole ride to work, and I was like, man, not even with the other company did I get any support. And 1 week into being with Beachbody, I'm already talking to somebody out of New York that's giving me ideas. And then every day, I swear, I think it's every day, I'm learning something new with Beachbody. They have so much stuff, so many products out there in your back office, so many tools to help you out for anybody that's a beginner, that you just look like a champ afterward. And some of you might be saying, well, where are all these tools? Well, that's what we're here to, we all help each other out. And Mark showed me, I think, 3 new ones today, and then I showed him one, and I was like, man, you can do this. And that's the beauty of Beachbody. There's just so much out there for you, so much help. And then the key to all of it is Beachbody's goal is to help people get better, get more fit. That's their goal. We're here to help people. The other company I was with, they didn't have that in mind. Their mission was make money. That was pretty much it. You know, it's not, oh, we're going to help people out. No, they want to make money. With Beachbody, it's, hey, this can help you out. It's going to help you out in the long run. So for someone like me who loves to help people, I was like, why not? You know, this is the company for me. I'm helping people out. You know, and then I get to meet all these great individuals. These 4 guys, or these 3 guys, I'm sorry, Nate, Mark. I know that Mike isn't on here, but man, I wish he was, because they're all
Mike good at it.
He'd probably come out with his shirt off and show you up, Nate.
Mike says, you guys ready for the gun show?
The gun show.
Dude, he trolled. Y'all remember when he trolled me with that? I was like, welcome to the show. I was like, what show? Gun show, baby. And I was like, he got me. Ma, he got me.
Guys, our viewers are growing. I got to say this. I was a little discouraged when we first started today. We've been having some issues. We had 88 viewers last week. Nowhere near that number right now. Well, I shouldn't say nowhere near. We're gaining speed. We kind of went off a topic. We were going to just do the Beachbody challenge, but I guess when you have a Q&A, you get thrown off. I see. Can you guys see the questions when you click the Q&A?
Yeah,
I can see it, bro.
You only see the 2, right?
Yes, I do. So anybody that, well, now, yeah, I see them now.
I was just
questions. They could have shot them on there.
Yeah, feel free. If you guys don't know how to, all you do is you click the Rubik's Cube, the 9 dots at the top. I'm sorry, I just had a brain fart. You know when your brain's thinking of like 8 things at once, and it's just like, shut up. That's what happens. But you're gonna hit the Rubik's Cube, the 9 buttons at the top, and it's gonna say Q&A. Just hit the Q&A, and you can ask your questions. I have 2 text message questions. So I know my uncle's watching, and I know JT is watching, but apparently a girl named Sasha is watching. About 15 minutes before we went on, this girl reached out to me, and she says, I see that you're in this group. I was wondering if you can give me any useful help. I just started doing MLM. And I say, hey, check out this live hangout. So she messaged me, and she says, what's the starting price? Now, if you want to know these prices, you got to remember, Beachbody is a very well-known company. We're going on, 18 years, 17, 18 years?
Yeah,
1999.
They have a very strong compliance. Very strong compliance. And if you violate compliance, you've been warned. And if you violate compliance again, they terminate your account. So any type of money questions like that, we will hold off until we do either a private hangout or something that's not live. And for your second question, you asked, how much does it cost to join the challenge group? I guess you missed the beginning. And I'm not saying this to be cool or anything, but our challenge group is risk-free for 30 days. Now,
Zero.
a big old fat zero. You have nothing to lose. And
Sign up.
if you don't like it, you can discontinue. You can still talk to me. I'll still be your friend, no problem. But if you do like it, after 30 days, all you got to do is pay for a club membership. And mind you, a club membership is paid every 3 months. If you want to know that price, just shoot me another message. And depending on your city, taxes vary from state to state. We know that. And the truth of the matter is this is probably the cheapest membership I've ever paid for a gym. You know, if you think about the local gym in New York that a lot of people use is Planet Fitness. It's $9.99 a month. There's 12 months in a year. You know, add that up. And that's going to cost you a pretty penny, and that's cheap. Then you got, the New York State one and all these high performance ones. The first gym I looked into, they wanted $129 a month. They had a daycare center in the gym. I was like, oh, this is great. So I actually go out to the gym and I look. I was like, so you charge $129 a month for the daycare center because all of your equipment's bless you.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Bless America.
All of the gym equipment was crap. Now, Beachbody offers you the highest performance quality equipment. And I've Google searched this. I've Yahoo searches, Binged it, and almost every time I search, I always get led back to Beachbody. Now, what we do here as the Innovative Lifestyle Gurus is the reason why we're doing a 10-minute challenge is because anybody can do 10 minutes. But don't get it wrong. If you're an advanced person, my buddy Rick, I don't know if he's still watching the Hangout now, but he was like, 10 minutes is not enough for me to do even if I stack 3 or 4 of them. Listen, brother, we can find you any type of program that you're looking for. We have the Hammer and Chisel is our promotion for this month. If you get it in by tonight with rush delivery, you'll get it before New Year's. But check it. If you do get it and it comes after the New Year, you have Beachbody on demand. So if you jump into the Hammer and Chisel Challenge group, you can still participate because you have it streamlined on.
It's gonna be live. It's gonna be.
One of the biggest things that we didn't touch on this, Mark. Not only is it, you got to do it from the comfort of your own home. If you're like me, I hate going to gyms. I do. Once I started getting a little bit older, I was like, oh man, it's just a bunch of young kids in there. They all seem to show me up somehow, and I'm a natural competitor as it is. So I'm like, oh man, I don't want these little kids doing this stuff in front of me, and they can do things that I can't do anymore. With this, you stream it from your computer, from your phone, from your tablet, and you're able to do the workouts, from the comfort of your own home when you want to do them. So it's 30 days risk-free. We're asking for 10 minutes a day for you to do the workouts, and you can do it from your own home. You don't have to go to a gym. You don't have to be in front of people. You do it at home. Or anywhere. Maybe you're in your office and you're like, I got 10 minutes to spare. Just get your phone. The last time, actually on what was it? Tuesday, yesterday, the internet at my house went out right when I just finished one workout, and then my internet decides to go out, the Wi-Fi. So I'm like, oh man, I can't use my tablet anymore. I do my workouts in the garage. I come inside and I'm like, you know what? I just grabbed my cell phone. I have an iPhone, and I just streamed it from my iPhone. So I was able to do my workout just looking at the iPhone. I mean, I know it's a lot smaller, but I was able to still do it. So, you can do this workout in your office. You can do it anywhere else. You really could. And like I said, I mean, that's the beauty of it. You get to do it on your own time. There's not a set time. Gyms, I know that if you're younger, or maybe, I don't know how it is where you're from, but in my hometown, we're in a town of about 250,000 people, and we've really got 4 big gyms. That's it. 2 Gold's gyms, and then a Rock Fitness Center, and the other one's called like Olympus, and that's it. Other than that, we have no gyms. So you can just imagine how cramped they get, and with high school kids and young college kids. with myself, I'm like, man, I don't want to go to these gyms because they're younger guys there. There's younger girls there. I'm already kind of like the older man there, so I don't want to be that guy. I'd rather just do it from the comfort of my own house. And then my wife, who also hates gyms, she's like, oh, I can do it here at the house. I'm like, babe, we have a smart TV. I can stream it right to that TV. And she does her yoga here in the mornings. And I'm like, there. And at first she goes, Ivan, that yoga's it's for beginners. I'm like, well, that's what I am. I'm a beginner. I've never done yoga. She's like, well, is there another one? I go, I can find you a program, believe me. And I found her a yoga program, and that's what she's doing. She's like, I can't do your challenge group because I don't want to do these, but I want to do a more advanced yoga. Oh, I got you one. Don't worry. Here it is. So that, I mean, there's countless programs on there, countless things. Once again, if you haven't seen Michael Vargas, I wish I could just put up his picture. You know what? I probably can.
Yeah. Go ahead. I was about to say.
Oh, dude, you're like
find it.
screen share.
Because that is like, yeah, like that's the most impressive thing. I mean, holy crap. I think, how old is he? 34, 35 years old.
He'll be 35 in January. He's a couple months older than me. Dude gives me a lot of inspiration, like knowing I'm in the same boat as him, the same age. This is the cool thing about me and Mike, right? You take him from all the way in California, LA. You take me all the way from New York. He's the single bachelor. I'm the married husband. He's doing big things. Oh, I see myself. There he is.
Oh, yep. Bingo, baby.
Y'all haven't seen that.
Can you zoom in a little bit?
Right there.
Hey, hit control and scroll. Scroll up. Hold the control key and scroll up on your mouse.
For me, it's Control Plus.
Oh, you're on a Mac.
No, I'm on my wife's computer.
Can you see it now?
Yeah, there he is.
Hold on.
Look at his abs, bro. Look at the top left. Look at the top left picture of his gut, and then look at the middle picture.
No pack. No pack.
Yeah, like it's crazy.
Bro.
And you got to look at the picture on the bottom left where he's a
Oh, I lost it. What'd I do?
Look at me.
How come I can't close this chat box?
I don't know. Click outside of it. Click outside of it.
No, click on the top right next to where it says chat.
Right here?
No, over on the blue tab, right there. Anywhere on the blue. No. Anywhere on the blue tab.
There we go.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Bingo.
Look at that.
Look at that. We just helped each other. Look at that.
Ridiculous.
You see that sweaty picture? That's the proof. Right there. One thing we do in this group, we ask you to take a sweaty picture. We don't care what you look like. We just want to see the sweat. We all sweat. Everybody sweats. You know that. It's a matter of how much you want to sweat and what's the sweat worth to you. For Mike, he said, I'm going to do this 4 weeks, Mark. He said, I'm going to give you 4 weeks. I'm going to go hard. He was already doing P90X before he even started as an independent beachbody coach. So he had the program. And I bet you a lot of you, yeah, I bet you a lot of you do have the program. I bet you a lot of you have either done, Sean T's Insanity or Tony Horton's P90, P90X, P92, 3, or maybe you did Size or 21 Day Fix. You see the infomercials. How many companies that are out there that run infomercials, and then if you hit a certain level, they give you those customers.
Yeah.
I don't know anything like that.
Beachbody does.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a good friend that works for the Herbalife. I got no problem with Herbalife or any other health and fitness. Trust me. We're all doing the same thing. We're helping people.
And that's what I love about this, man. The fact that that's what we're all doing. After seeing, kind of having an echo, right? After seeing Mike's photo, I mean, that's what inspired the hell out of me. I was like, holy crap, like, that's where I want to be. I don't know if I'll be able to get a six-pack like him, but I think he's a little bit of a smaller framed guy, but crap, I was like, look at how he looks after 4 weeks of doing this, and just hitting it hard and having people hold him accountable. And Mark is one of the ones to do that. I mean, Mark, I can't even say enough words for this man because he's made me a better person in the short time that I've known him. I think I've known him now for about 2.5 months, maybe 3 months, and motivates me every single day with what he does. His story, I know he told it earlier, it shocks me to know that he was like that a couple years ago, because the man that I see now is just not only a great man to us, but a great father and a great husband. I see how he is with his wife and his kids, and it's just I love where he's at now in life. You know, it makes me feel good, and that's where I would like to be. You know, I think I'm kind of there. I'm not a bad person. Don't think I am, because I'm not even close to that to my wife and kids. But you know, just seeing how Mark is, and then he's a motivator. Nate, I mean, you want energy? That's the energy right there. I wish I could have 19-year-old energy again, because every day I see him, and I mean, not only is he a runner, a big time runner. I mean, yeah, just fired up every single day.
Yep, I actually had trouble sleeping last night.
I'm sure you did, man. I'm sure you did, man.
I was so excited, man. There's this guy who's gonna help me out, an Olympic trainer, doctor, Mr. Randy Lentz, Dr. Lentz, Sensei Lentz. If you're watching this, my nose still hurts from your last night's judo class, but I got some tips about how I'm gonna train on the 400, 800 meters. And it was I need to pick your brain, sir. But oh my gosh, I discovered judo last night, guys, and it was all over to get some running training. And I was so wired. I'm probably running on like 5 hours of sleep. I feel great. I feel great.
That's the beauty of it, man. I mean, I'm telling you, you guys, everybody here has a strength and does something that just motivates the others. And Mike, I told Mark this. I go, man, Mike doesn't realize this, because he's been pretty busy. Life is hitting him right now, and he's taking it on head on. And I told Mark, I go, Mike doesn't even realize that he's a freaking rock star. He really is, man.
Oh, no, I'm pretty sure he does. We've told him several times.
I don't know. I don't think he realized. I don't think it's soaked in yet to him, because he's just. I mean, he's a humble guy as it is, and he just has these words that, I mean, he's just smooth with his words. And when you talk to him, I'm like, man, he doesn't even realize he had 400 views on a video that he put up in the morning, and by the evening it was 400 views. I'm like, shoot, I've been putting up videos for a month, and I get 50 views max on all 5 of them or 6 of them. I mean, this guy's just a rock star. I wish he could have been on so you could meet the guy, but we're all here, all 4 of us. We motivate the hell out of you. That's what we're here to do. And then we offer that support, because some of you all are saying, man, I don't know if I can do the challenge. Why not? It's a private group. It's free for 30 days. Try it out for 30 days. If on day 29, and I put up the files every single day, you'll know what day you're on. If it's day 29 and you say, it's not for me, that's fine. You know, just talk to us on the side and say, you know what, I don't think the challenge group is for me. Okay, that's fine. We'll walk you through it. Like Mark said, we'll still be friends. We're not going to say get out of our group and we'll never talk again. We'll still be friends by all means. But we want you to grow with us. We want you to grow with our team. Post daily. Do the workouts with us. We do them as well. We really do, all of us. Mark does sometimes. I think he said the most he did in one day was 9, which I'm going to get there one day, buddy. Don't worry. 9 weeks from now, I'll do 9. But we do them daily. Join us, and by all means, you're going to feel better about yourself. I think Mark has to explain something right now on how to do the question and answer.
Real quick, we just got a bum rush of viewers, so if you guys just hopped on, I mean a literal bum rush of viewers just came out of nowhere. We do have the Q&A. It is set up. If you came in through the event page, you want to hit the Rubik's Cube, the 9 little dots on the top right-hand side, you should see it. And you should see a Q&A right in there. You click that. You can ask any questions you want. And if you came through YouTube, which I don't think too many of you did because we didn't promote the YouTube link, but if you did come through YouTube, there should be a button on the top saying join the conversation. Just click that and ask your questions. Or feel free to text one of us. You know, you can click the Innovative Lifestyle Guru website page on the showcase. From that, you will see a picture of Ivan, Nathan, Michael, and myself with our contact information. We do have a lovely lady named Elizabeth Smith. She just signed up. She's right now beating cancer, so she's doing her thing at home. She couldn't jump on tonight, but she's an amazing woman. She recorded her video. She's got a passion to help people like no other. I mean, she fires me up. Everybody in this group fires me up.
Yeah, we were on a Hangout earlier this morning, and like this lady's about it.
Yeah.
I've never heard her talk before, and like I knew, like I was like, okay, she's about it. This is
Yeah,
real.
she's been doing work from home business work for like 10 plus years, easy. She's smart, she's intelligent, she's got a good heart, a good head on her shoulders, and that's like all of us, everybody in this group. And we look at it this way. If you do jump into the challenge group and you like what you're doing, and then you jump into another challenge group and you like what you're doing, and eventually you want to know what we're doing in the coaching opportunity, feel free to ask any one of us. We do have an open house type of internship, if you want to call it. My wife told me I can't call it an internship because certain reasons, but anyway, she's the same woman who told me I can't say I'm retiring from my job. We had this argument. I don't mean to go off topic for a minute, but I have to. We had this argument the week before I was going to fire my boss. I said, yeah, I'm going to go in there and tell him I retired. And she says, you can't do that. You're not old enough, and you're not getting a pension. And I was like, damn, you're right. Let me think about it. So I had to think, and like, you get me thinking, and once I start thinking, the brain fluids start going, and I went into the room about 3 nights later, and I said, I got it. She said, what? It says, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to fire my boss. And she says, yeah, you can do that. I said, you're damn right. So before I fired my boss, here's the only thing I'll say about the business end of this. If you have somebody that's willing to teach you how to make $1 million, are you not going to try to make that $1 million? They're going to teach you how to make. Keyword is make $1 million. They're not going to have you earn $1 million. They're going to teach you how to make $1 million. So before I left my job, I went to the owner of the company. I said, hey, excuse me, Dave, can I speak to you for a minute? He said, yeah, Mark, what's up? I said, I've been here 6 years. I do the work of about 8 to 10 guys. Every day, I don't say nothing. I'm your best driver. All your customers love me. I always get the most tips. Every Christmas, every holiday, I get all the cards and everything. Everybody loves me. I'm just a people person. I said, can you do me a favor? Can you teach me how to make $1 million? And he sat back in his chair and he put his hands up and he laughed. He goes, you're the first person to ever ask me that. I ain't got time for this. Get the fuck out of here. So I said to him, listen, I'm going to give you 2 months notice. I'm leaving in 2 months. And he thought I was joking. So the 2 months came by and I told him, peace. I'm out. That's just the truth of the matter is I have mentors that are successful. If you come in with us, you have mentors that are successful. Back to Mo's question. When you surround yourself around people that are successful, it's going to rub off on you.
Why? Because humans learn by osmosis. It rubs off. It always does.
We, all 3 of us, were a part of a beta group, and we're still doing this beta group. And in this beta group, we learned, I guess, what people have is a salesman problem, right? People don't like to be a salesman. So when you learn that you're not selling anything, you're just being yourself. And like Ivan says, when you have a passion to do what you're doing and you get up in the morning and you're like, yeah, it's going to be a great day. I'm going to go help some people.
It's amazing.
It is. It really is amazing. And that passion, it goes from being a regular passion to that white burning passion, that fire, that tingly feeling. I'm going to tell you, before we do Hangouts, I get butterflies in my stomach, but they're not the scared, nervous butterflies. They're like, yeah, I could be helping so many people.
Yeah, buddy.
The same way they help me. I know we're scheduled to go till 10 o'clock. We got 20 minutes. For some reason, I set the broadcast for an extra 30 minutes. I see the viewers went up again. Thank you guys, everybody who's watching this. Let me just check the Q&A real quick. I know a couple women, but I see.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna let Nate talk for a minute.
I just sent a video while you were talking, and when I said it's amazing, I was taking a short 15-second video to a lady friend of mine who I was asking to jump on and just check us out, and she's like, I was like, don't be that girl. She's like, what do you mean? I was like, don't be that girl that doesn't jump on a really cool, amazing live hangout. She's like, I don't mind being that girl. And my reply was the video, and you were talking about it's and I replied with amazing. When I said that was right after the end of the video, and I sent it to her, and she's about to read it.
I mean,
And
Maybe I'm on Hangout right now. Hi, Eden.
hey, how you
if
doing,
anybody
Ethan?
has any questions, Mark already kind of explained how to ask the questions, and don't feel shy or embarrassed to ask a question. We just want to help you out and answer that question for you, because I know that some of y'all might think that there's something behind all this, and there really isn't. We're just starting this challenge group to help people out and get them. We're trying to hold people accountable. That's what it is. We want to see if you can hold yourself accountable for 30 days of doing a challenge group, and then we can move forward with that. Have you jump in with the innovative lifestyle gurus and become a part of our group. That's really what we're about. So if you have any questions, don't feel shy to ask them. Please, by all means, ask any questions, and we're here to give you the answers that we can give you.
I got a message on my cell phone. I'm trying to figure out Chris. I don't know Chris. I don't know how he got my number, but he's obviously watching the Hangout. He wants to know how old everybody is.
I'm 19 years old. February 8th, 1996. My birthday.
God. I'm 30 years old. I just turned 30 December 3rd. So 30 years old. Been working since I was 22 years old as a teacher and a coach. This is now my 5th year as a varsity assistant coach. The first year that I'm actually the lead varsity assistant coach. So now I don't have to really coach. I started off coaching freshman basketball. Well, actually, I started off with middle school, then freshman basketball. Then I did 2 years of JV, and now straight varsity assistant. So I just get to help out with them.
That leaves me. I guess I'm the old guy, huh?
At least you ain't Dirk.
Yeah. I'm 34.
Oh man, I hope he's watching.
I'll be 35 in March 15th. Actually, Michael Vargas is the oldest one. He'll be 35 in January. So, I mean, we're a bunch of babies. We're having fun doing what we're doing. We're like, honestly, I really feel like the energy level of when I was 18, 19. Working with these guys, especially Nate being so energetic, and Nate has a story. If I could bottle up what you're drinking and if I bottle up what you're on and drink it.
All right. You ready for the story?
Go ahead,
Ready?
because I gotta go change the diaper real quick. So you tell the story, and I'll be right back.
All right. I was 3rd grade. I was diagnosed with ADHD, high levels of energy. Most people have it. I got heat waves trying to do homework. I'm like, it came in waves, and I had to do something, And fast forward to sophomore year or junior year of high school, I'm the guy on the 4x4 team, 4x400, the relay team. I'd be the guy who'd sprint the 400, hand the stick off, yell at you the whole time while I'm handing the stick off to you to go, go, go. You take the stick, you're getting to the first 100. By the time you're at the 200, I'm there too, because I ran across the field diagonally, and either I'm in the middle of the field yelling at you to run faster, or I'm much closer to where you're at in the on the track, yelling at you to go faster. And I had my teammate DeMarcus Wallace, black guy, 6'1", 6'2". He had dreads back in high school. He's like, Dukes, whatever you got, I would like to bottle it, drink it, and sell it and make millions. Okay, I was like, whatever, buddy, whatever. And I still run with the guy. We ran a conference when we signed as cross country. We signed to South Georgia State College our senior years. Freshman season and this season we're conference champions. He shattered his 5K personal best on our conference race for an 8K. He shattered his high school record for personal best for a 5K at the 5K split. So he ran his fastest 8K ever, and it was amazing. But that's the story, and I've always had a whole lot of energy, and I come from a very intense family. My brother's not as energetic as me. He's more of the calm, cool, laid back, but he's got energy too. My brother balls. He's like, I've seen people message him on Instagram a comment, and they're like, "Ball is life?" ? And he just replies with the hashtag symbol and number, and number ? What's your number? So they can go hook up and ball. That's That's my brother. And
Yeah.
they're actually en route now for Christmas. They are probably somewhere in Mississippi, I think. I should.
Guys, my house
Yo,
is a
what's
mess. My house is destroyed. I just went upstairs. My oldest son is running around naked.
up?
My,
Grandma
my,
said I
my,
could.
my youngest is being changed by my mother, and she gave me this look. So
Oh man.
I just turned around, and if you haven't noticed, I'm now in the garage.
Gosh. I kind of lucked out. My wife was like, "I need to go deliver some gifts." I was like, I think you saw me give a thumbs up earlier. I was like,
Yeah.
"I'll see you.
Tag
I'll
out.
see you in a bit." So I just have to babysit the 2 dogs right now, which is they're both asleep.
Back to the 10-minute challenge group. We want to stay on this. I know we went off topic. We have this tendency because we're a bunch of everyday guys and we kick it and we just talk and we whenever we talk we just talk about everyday things and we go off topic a lot. I mean, it happens when you're having fun. You just keep rolling with it.
Oh yeah.
The 10-minute trainer is exactly what we're doing here, but with a workout, with the accountability. Plus, there's more people. Right here, you get to see 3 of the innovative lifestyle gurus. We also have Michael Vargas, as we talked about. You saw his picture. We have this beast. When I say beast, Andre Smith. This guy, man. This guy looks like the Incredible Hulk. he is a beast. And
A big boy.
Andre works 12-hour shifts at a bread factory.
Oh, Brett.
He provides for his family. Andre knows the minute he leaves that job, he'll blow up in Beachbody. Andre is when I think of Beachbody, especially when I first heard it, you think, oh, the big ripped guy on the beach. That's not the case here. Beachbody is anybody. A coach, all the coaches is somebody that's going to hold you accountable. If you can hold somebody accountable, you'll make a great coach. It's that simple. If you have a passion to help people get better shape, I always break it down to 4 things. Beachbody gives me the power of 4 things. I can change you mentally, I can change you physically, I can change you emotionally, and if you allow it, I can change you financially. It's that simple. But you got to be able to be coachable. You got to be a hard worker. You got to work for yourself. You got to learn. You got to be willing to do self-development every day. All of us do self-development in one sort of or another way. We all do self-development. I mean, I know Nate from when I first met him a couple months ago till now. He's taken quantum leaps. Ivan too. Ivan's taken quantum leaps. I've taken quantum leaps. Michael Vargas has taken quantum leaps because we surrounded ourselves with like-minded people that are on the same mission. We figured out this business. You come in any MLM, you come into it, you're going to be overwhelmed. Guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that. But if you can sit back and take a breath and realize this is my business, I'm going to learn my business. I'm going to take the time needed to learn my business. I'm not going to learn it all right now because that's impossible. If you sat down and you try to learn your whole back office right now, you'd be sitting there for about 2 months maybe. And every day there's something new that comes up, something new that pops up. I had a lady the other day. She says, I smoke a pack of cigarettes every day. I can't be a Beachbody coach. I said, ma'am, I smoke cigarettes. Well, how are you a coach? I smoke cigarettes because I choose to smoke cigarettes. I'm not being forced to smoke cigarettes. I choose to because I enjoy a cigarette. And then I told her, and she's an elderly lady, I said, you know Marlon Brando, John Wayne? They all smoked cigarettes. They enjoyed the cigarette. They were happy men. They lived happy, long lives. See, the key word is happy. If I'm smoking cigarettes like I used to, it's because I was stressed out or I was on the road driving and I was stressed out. Since I've joined Beachbody, I went from smoking a pack a day to about 3 or 4 cigarettes a day. Granted, some days I have days where I'll be sitting there and I'm trying to do something, right? And this is my one priority. I got to get this one thing done. But my son's crying. My second son's crying. My wife's upset. Things come up. And I'm like, you know what? I just need a break. Let me go smoke a cigarette. That's the wrong time for me to smoke a cigarette. I don't enjoy that cigarette. But I just, out of old habits. And what we've learned here is it takes 30 days to break an old habit, 8 days to set a new one. We all have limited beliefs. When you're growing up in school and you answer the question wrong and the teacher said you're wrong and all the kids laughed at you, that put a belief inside your head making you not want to ask any more questions.
Yeah.
The difference here is we applaud you when you make a mistake. We want to see you be successful. Now, a lot of people talk about the binary system and how it's a pyramid scheme and this and that. the truth of the matter is, working at Beachbody, if you have the heart and passion to work harder than the CEO, you're going to make more money than the CEO. One day you will be the CEO. I even have it, if you want to come check out the Innovative Lifestyle Guru Facebook fan page, the Facebook page, you can come to the group, and there's a video of the CEO breaking down the pyramid scheme. Now, when you have a product and the product is drawing people back to you because the product is good, think of it this way: if you're a nice guy, people are going to come to you, right? Plain and simple. If you're a off the wall dickhead, they're not going to come to you. Nobody wants to deal with you. It's that simple. Now, I've been on both ends, man. I used to be that.
I used to be
guy that nobody wanted to be around. Trust me, I used to be the dude that would be really annoying and just piss people off, just because I had nothing better to do, pretty much. You know, that's just who I was. You know, I lost what I love, so why should everybody else love something? And that was the wrong mentality. When you lose something you love, you got to realize time's going to heal that wound, but you got to find something to replace that love. And that's what it's hard when it comes to like a physical relationship with your loved one, your wife, your husband, whoever it is. That's why old people, when their husband or their wife dies, usually a couple months later, the other one dies too. You know, because you're at that set stage, you've been together so long. But if it's your car, you love your car, and it breaks down, you can always get a new one. You know, if it's a materialistic thing, you can always get a new one. Life, you can't get a new one. And what our problem is in society is we've learned to love things and not love each other.
Yeah.
Beachbody, we love each other. We are a family. We are 400,000, I believe, coaches in North America strong. Yeah. And now, mind you, if you sign up under certain coaches, you get certain groups. And all the Innovative Lifestyle Guru coaches will allow you to be a part of the Innovative Lifestyle Guru team. You'll have a seat at the table. You'll be on these hangouts. You'll be getting your face seen. Not only that, you'll have a seat with the community of Wealth and Health, UFT. Now, I know other coaches I talk to here and there, they don't even know what UFT is. They don't know what Wealth and Health is. They're just Beachbody coaches. So these are just added benefits. I mean, a lot of people know Randy Shrum. A lot of people know he's our leader. He's the Wealth and Health leader. And
yeah, he's the top of the. He's the beast.
He planted his as he said, I planted my flagpole in Beachbody because he sees the potential of helping others. Whereas our old company, no names, but it was cash back for online shopping, doesn't care about nobody. They just want to make their money. That's it. You sign up. They're like, here you go. Here's a starter kit and here's some training. And go split tests and blow some money. And that's what it was. I know. Yeah.
Go experiment and learn from your mistakes. I don't care how many mistakes you take, but I wish you'll be successful.
No, and that's the truth. It's funny that Mark mentioned that because I think it was 2 days ago. I don't know why I clicked on the group page for that other company because I am still a part of it. And a lady, I wanted to just start laughing, and I wanted to send her a message and be there like, I know where you're coming from. Because she put on there, I've reached out to my upline 4 times, and I've gotten no response back. All people have told me was to search for it on Google. And I was like,
Google it.
Wow.
When my dad was busy, and I asked him what a word meant, he said go to Google. I was like, Dad, do you ever think about I'm trying to just have a good old father-son conversation with you? I probably know most of the words I'm just about to ask you about. I might have already looked it up before I come to you, just to see what you say about it. Do you know what the word means, Dad?
Yeah, and it was funny because this lady is asking for help, and then she just puts, I think I'm just ready to give up because nobody's here to help me. And the funny thing was, everybody in this group, rather than like offer a helping hand, they didn't. They were kind of like, well, if you just do the trainings like you're supposed to, you'll know how to do this. And nobody gave her an answer. Nobody did. So I just kind of I just sent a message. I was like, you know what? Private message me, and I'll see if I can help you out. And she just responded back like, thank you. Finally, somebody that will help me out. And I was like, man, why do people make things so difficult, And here at Beachbody, they don't do that. Like I said, I asked a question, and I was directed to Mark, and then Mark gave me answers, and now we formed this group, and we're here to just help out people. And then we formed this challenge group, and that's really what we did it for. We were like, man, all we want to do is just help people get started. Get started by doing a 10-minute trainer for 30 days, and it's free. You know, when Mark told me, he goes, that they have it and it's risk-free for 30 days. And it's not just a 10-minute trainer. It's Beachbody On Demand is free for 30 days. You can try it out for 30 days. So you might say, I don't want to do 10 minutes. I think Mark said earlier that he has a buddy that was like, I'm way past it. I need to work out more than 10 minutes. There's countless programs on there. There's the Hammer and Chisel. There's Body Beast. There's P90X. There's Insanity. There's, I mean, you name it, they've got it on there. And you can stream it at your own home, from your computer, from your phone, from your tablet. And
anywhere you please.
Anywhere, yeah, really, anywhere. And, you know, we're all here to offer that support and that help. That's what we're here to do. So that's what makes it so much better. You know, we're not going to say, go Google it. You can ask any question, and we're going to give you that answer. And maybe you might say, I don't want to know about Beachbody On Demand. I want to know about Beachbody, becoming a coach. Well, just ask any of us, and we're here to help you. We're here to give you that answer. So I mean, if anybody has questions, by all means, you know, just don't be shy right now. I'm saying this to the viewers that are watching. I know we've got a number of viewers. Ask a question. You click on that little grid on the top right-hand corner. Looks like a Rubik's Cube. Type in whatever question you have, and the three of us will answer that question. You know, we'll help you out. Maybe you have a question about the challenge group. We can walk you through the steps on how to join, how to sign up for it. Maybe you have a question about becoming a coach. We can help you out with that as well. So please don't feel shy to ask a question. We're the only ones that'll get to see it, and we're going to answer that question for you.
Well said.
And the part that I caught me, Ivan, is ask a question and we'll know the answer and answer your question. If we don't know the answer to your question, we will know shortly, because we know people who will have the answers.
Very
and
true.
we'll find them shortly.
That touches base on the leadership ladder of Beachbody. I was reading about this today. Beachbody has this thing that's called leadership ladder, and if you look up your upline, you'll see that the further up you go, the more successful. Even if you go down too, you'll see successful coaches. You find anyone that's successful, you ask them what they're doing, more than likely they're going to stop what they're doing and answer your question. Unless I mean, the only time that I don't is if I'm doing like a family matter. And most people understand that and they relate that, and they're like, yo, respect, you know. You go spend time with your kids, and then when you're free and available, let me know. I mean, that's the family vibe that we get here. The family vibe that Beachbody has for all of us is, you know, helping one another along the way. And that's what we do, and what we're going to be doing. I see us doing this for a very long time because it's proven to work. Beachbody's been here long enough, and they have enough successful people that it works. And with the challenge group, the thing that Ivan touch base is really hit me in the heart. I just want to help as many people as I can start a workout program. 10 minutes is a great start, and then when you build yourself up, you move up to a harder challenge group. You know, it's that simple. But I know all of us, we just want you to take that first initial step, that first step that's going to get you active. Because once you start, it's addictive. It really is. You start feeling better, and you're like, I want to do more.
Yeah, I can get used to this.
Exactly.
That's the point I'm at.
We've hit a high on viewers. I just want to thank everybody that's taken some time out to listen to the Innovative Lifestyle Gurus tonight. Every one of you, I'm grateful that you're here. We're all grateful that you're watching this. Like Ivan said, hit that Rubik's Cube on the top and submit your questions if you have any. We're pretty good at answering all the questions. I was told one time I did a hangout with an upline of mine, and we had a couple of viewers, and they asked 0 questions. So I asked them, does anyone have any questions? And they told me that the questions were already answered. Okay, cool. But feel free to ask a question anyway. There's no such thing as a stupid question, just stupid people.
Yeah, there we go.
The stupid people are the ones that don't ask the question. So feel free. We're all here. We're here to help. The time check right now is
10:01.
So we've gone 2 hours of just fluff.
And really quickly, Mark, I don't know if you want to share my screen. I'm going to share it, and it has our contact info.
Yeah.
All of us, just in case anybody wants to write it down, phone numbers and all, phone numbers and emails, and that very, very, very bottom link right here. Y'all can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
That very, very bottom one, that's our website. So you can see, you know, we have a website out there. We're not messing around. We're really here to help out people. And if you want, you can contact any of us. There's all the cell phone numbers. Michael Vargas, the guy right here in the middle, he's not on he's not on the Hangout right now, but he's a part of us. He's out of LA, and he's a great man. He will answer questions. If you send him an email, he checks it daily, so you can get a hold of him. Mark is a great person. Any time of the day that you send him a message, I think his response time is probably under 10 minutes for any question that you ask. So by all means, send it. Nate right now, him and I, we're both on vacation pretty much. I think he's not in school right now. I'm not working right now. I've got about 2 weeks off, so you can message us anytime and you can get a hold of it. My phone, if you prefer to send me a text message, I know for myself, I don't know about the others, they'll let you know, but for myself, you can send me a text, call me anytime. By all means, I have unlimited text. I don't mind you sending me any messages at any time.
Well played. I like the big shout out. I like the fact that everybody's name is there. If you go to the website, you can either check it out in the showcase. Just hit the button on the left-hand side of your screen, and it should come up. You'll see the Innovative Lifestyle Guru website page. You're more than welcome to click on that. We are in the process of making something really, really big happen. I want to tell everybody I have now officially finished the project I've been working on. And with this project, it's pretty much just a blueprint. Anybody can come in and take what I've done and put their own flavor on it and make it their own. Just follow the layout. The layout's been working terrific. I mean, everybody talks about, you know, generating leads. Doesn't matter how many leads you can generate, because if you can't convert the lead, it's useless. So
Yeah.
I've pretty much broken it down to where you don't even have to convert the lead. It converts itself if you just follow these 3 steps. And the 3 steps are simple. I'm not going to just give them away right now because I put a lot of hard work and time into this. This is something that's going to be private for Innovative Lifestyle Gurus, but I want you to know this is just an added benefit. We have countless benefits. I have a little secret group for banners with the help of Gordon and a few other people that have made banners for our team. There's one place you can just go, pick a banner, throw it out there on the email, let people know what you're doing. Banners, they're all over the place. I mean, from health and fitness to personal to themed, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. I'm sure if I asked Gordon to make something for Kwanzaa, he'd be all over it. You know, he's an amazing dude. I got to give a big shout out to Natalie Murray and Dirk Smith, Susan O'Connor too. These are all great people that always there, and when I have a question, they answer my questions. The reason why I'm so quick, like lightning, to get back at people is because I know that feeling. Like Ivan said, when you're in a group and you feel isolated and alone, you want to give up and you want to quit. Nobody should ever feel like that. No one should ever feel like that as long as there's other human beings around. And, you know, one thing that really bothers me is when they talk about being bullied. Well, being isolated is a form of being bullied too. You know, if you're all alone with nobody helping you, that's a form of being bullied. And I don't stand for that. I won't stand for that. There's no I in this team. And I tell these guys all the time, I will die before somebody comes in here thinking they can control this. This is something that's a team effort. There's an M and an E in the team, and for us all to work at our highest performance, we all got to be me and do our part to make the machine run perfectly and smooth. Now, granted, we are everyday guys. That's a given. We do make mistakes. We learn from our mistakes, and then we share them with you so you don't make the same mistakes. It's simple enough. Look, if you guys can see that, there's Andre Smith. We talk every day. I'm going to let you guys talk for a minute so I can see what's good with him.
Yeah, really quickly, I know that Nate talked or mentioned it earlier, and I asked him, and he said he hadn't started yet, but I think now he is. The performance line, man, how's it going? Talk to me about it.
Dude, I just saw a picture of my brother. He's all flexed up, and I don't know if y'all can see that.
Yeah.
That's my brother.
Nice.
I think he's gonna be my height. I think he's my height, but he's a lot bigger than I am. I see it because I'm a runner. I do have some muscle mass. I have lots of definition, and I have functional strength. But my brother, dang Jake, my brother big.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna rip my arm off. And I just messaged him, where they're at. They're on a road trip right now from San Antonio, my hometown, and they do this drive trip. Normally, Dad wants to do an 18-hour straight shot, and my brother, Mom, are along for the ride. And Dad admitted recently that his stamina's not what it used to be. He hasn't had a lot of time to work out, and I would like him to start with his 10-minute trainer. If he wants to drink some of the product with Beachbody or Shakeology, which would work wonders for him, I'd like him to do that. But anything, I want my dad to be on anything that'll raise his energy levels now, because it's very crucial.
Yeah. So
That's what I was thinking about just now. What was your question?
Oh, I was asking you. I mean, I know that you started the performance line. How's it going, man? How is it?
It freaking delivers, man. I'm recovered. It tastes great. The flavor's good. It mixes well in the blender. It doesn't like get stuck.
And how did you feel after taking it?
It is high quality. It's high quality. I feel better than because I earlier this week I was doing what I said earlier for the viewers who didn't hear what I said. Y'all weren't on the call. I run a lot. I'm a very intense runner. The day after Thanksgiving, I was doing 200-meter sprints on the track in town, and I was a 200-meter sprint. I was hitting times about 26 seconds pacing. I haven't done speed work in a while, and I hit the 200 mark, and you jog 200 meters. I did the second sprint. I got to the 100 meters, and I strained my hamstring. It felt like thick cardboard being, and I'm talking. You see him in the Olympics when someone tears a muscle, like that happened to me, and it was like, oh Lord, no, I'm not taking it. I'm gonna run, and after picking myself off the ground, I jogged one lap. Out of sheer don't screw with me. You're gonna work today. Um, but not not this Monday, but last Monday, I started training really easy. And I was feeling a little bit, I wasn't gonna do my normal weightlifting plyometrics. I was gonna test it out. Um, this past Saturday, I went on an 8 mile long run. It was 9 miles, 1 mile cool down with my mentor. Woke up at 5:30, met him at his house in town, and we ran 8 miles easy in the cold. It was like 50 degrees, 55 degrees. There was ice on my car. I had to take more time to get this ice off the car so I can see. Y'all don't get that a lot in Laredo, bro. I know the feeling. No, I know.
90 degrees today, man.
Not, oh, oh, I can't wait to come home. Oh,
So I told Mark earlier, he goes, "Are you outside in shorts and a polo shirt?" I go, "Man, it's 90 degrees outside. It's freaking sunny." He goes, "Oh, it's 38 where I'm at, and it's cold and rainy." I go, "No, not over here,
it
buddy."
was overcast and stuff like that, but it was like 85 here in southeast Georgia. We're close to the coast, so it's like 50. We're like 50 miles inland right here. But San Antonio will be a lot more dry, a lot less rain, and stuff like that. But anyway.
So back to the recovery after your workout. I think you started
I felt pretty good. I felt pretty good doing that. But the night before I went and did that with my mentor, Roberto Bonilla, I didn't do my plyometrics. I felt the strain in my left hamstring, and I was like, no, don't do it, man. Don't take the chance. Just sleep well and do it. When I come home and the mail ran this past Saturday, the recovery line came in. Beachbody's performance line recovery came in. And if you'll give me a moment, I'm going to go get it. Oh, give me a second.
Nice. And once again, really quickly for our viewers, if anybody wants to ask any questions, click on the grid that's on the top right. If you came in through the YouTube, click where it says, I believe it says like start discussion. Click on there and you can ask any questions to any of us. We would be glad to answer them for you.
All right, this is a post-workout Beachbody performance line. You can see that all right?
Yes.
It's the recover. There's a lot of different parts of the performance line. You got your pre-workout. I think it's their Energize.
Yeah.
They improved their E&E, their pre-workout E&E. They made that thing obsolete with the Energize. And I saw Josh Spencer, that Star Diamond coach. He did a review on it. He said, man, it took about 5 minutes. It went down easy. It mixed well. It hit me like a freight train. And when there was no crash, and I came down, I didn't come back to normal. I was like from here the rest of the day. And I was like, I probably don't need that. I'd probably explode.
No, you don't. No, and you're a runner, man. You don't want to take a pre-workout that's going to really get your heart racing, because I know that you guys really pace yourself when you do your runs. You don't want to expend more energy than you need to just from a pre-workout.
Like, I know, like, my middle name is Energy, but like, if I'm doing like intense speed work, if I'm going to do a 100, 200, 300, 400 ladder, and you don't do 1, 2, 3, 4, you go 1, 2, 3, 4 rest, for like a minute or two, and then 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
And that gets pretty intense, bro. Especially if you're trying to hit it in the certain times. Like, I want to be at the 200 mark in 25 seconds, 300 mark in 38 seconds, and the 400 I want to hit at 56.
Right.
So, but this stuff is like, it speeds muscle recovery, promote lean muscle synthesis, combat exercise-induced muscle soreness, and improve muscle strength recovery.
And really quickly, are you still drinking the Shakeology though? You drink the Shakeology and then you follow it up after your workout.
That's actually what I'm gonna have before I go to bed tonight, and I'm gonna save half of it and drink it in the morning. Yeah,
that's good, man. You stick with it. And for any of the viewers that are out there, what we're talking about, these are all Beachbody products. We all drink the Shakeology every day. It's our daily dose of dense nutrition. Stuff's amazing. I know that Nate right now, I think, is the only one of the three of us or the four of us, I'm sorry, that is on the performance line. But that's why I'm asking him how it is for him.
It's amazing.
Believe me, eventually I will get onto it. So I know that some of the viewers, you might think that you don't need to be drinking a shake or anything like that. The performance line might be the product for you, and that's the beauty of Beachbody. They have products out there for everybody. Once again, to plug our challenge group, we are doing a 30-day, 10-minute trainer challenge. You join that group, we plug you into our private Facebook group, and all it's for is just for support and motivation. We're there to hold each other accountable and make sure that we do the workouts every single day. We would love for everybody to join that challenge group, just because it has, like I said, we hold each other accountable. So you know that you're going to do the workouts just because everybody's following along with you. You have to post daily in there, and we just want to see where you're at and the progress that you make. That's really what the challenge group is for. Gosh, I'm out of water again.
Boy, my brother too big.
Man.
Golly, he's like, and his comment on Instagram was, when you're not really big, but tight shirts contradict that. Also getting ready for an annual gruesome road trip. I'm like, dude, I see the sarcasm. You got a stupid grin on your face, bro. Man, wipe that grin up, boy.
And this is your younger brother?
Yeah, but I mean, I probably can knock him out, but like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to test that. I mean, I'm all love. I love my brother. We're a very physical family, but like, it's Christmas, man. Love your family. It's been forever since I've been able to hang with him. He'll probably bunk with me. Like, we'll literally bunk together in my bed and just hang out like normal. Cause I mean, I ain't seen the guy in forever. Like, when was last Christmas?
Gosh.
No. Yeah.
So
yeah.
A good while.
He didn't even, cause like, it's like he's a senior in high school right now. Our cousin, is a freshman in college, and I'm a sophomore in college. I'm moving on now, uh, life happened. But when our cousin Zach, he graduated from high school, my brother was not able to make the trip out from Texas. He stayed home and worked because he was about that money. And I mean, he couldn't come see our boy. We were together since diapers. Like we were having Christmas with each other. You know, me and Jake would come over here for Christmas and have it at grandma's. You know, and it's kind of upsetting. But it's been a while. It's been a long time.
Man,
I'm ready to see my brother.
That's good though. That's good you get to see him, man.
Yo.
Shoot, I don't even know. I'm waiting for Mark to come back, but I know that
Sorry,
he's
guys.
there.
Sorry.
He is.
I'm sitting here I'm talking to Andre Smith, another innovative lifestyle guru. Great, doing big things on his end. Like I said, we got quite a few viewers since the last time I checked. We were only supposed to go for about an hour. I made the broadcast for 2.5. We're at 2 hours and 17 minutes. If you guys have any questions, feel free. If you came in through Google, the event page, hit the Rubik's Cube at the top right. You'll see the Q&A. Feel free to ask questions. If you came in through YouTube, you'll see the conversation button. Just hit that. Ask your questions. Feel free. I did have a question from Lisa from Facebook Messenger. She sent me a quick question. She wanted to know if she signed up with us, if she would be able to sit at the table of these hangouts. Of course.
Yes.
You will have the right to sit here every Wednesday and Sunday with us. I make it a point to be here every single Wednesday and Sunday. These things will happen like clockwork. If Ivan's not here or Nate's not here and Mike's not here, I will guarantee to be here. Even the days that I have other things to do, I'll hop on for about 5-10 minutes and let you guys know I will hold you accountable for these groups, these meetings, these hangouts. That's what we do. We're a family unit. We help each other. There's nobody's getting left behind. Like I said, there's no I in team. There is an M and an E, and if you do your part and you sit at this table and you do your part to help us become better than we are now, we'll always take you in. That's a given. If you don't have that type of mindset, you're not in the right place. But obviously, if you've been sitting here for 2 hours, obviously you want to either jump into the free 30-day risk-free. Got to emphasize that risk-free because it's not costing you nothing. 30 days. You can go 28, 29 days like Ivan said, and if you don't like it, bam, you're done. But I guarantee you, if you go 29 days and you're doing your 10-minute trainer and you start thinking, let me drink more water, let me eat a little bit less fast food, you're going to start seeing results. You're going to have a lot high energy. Like I said before, I added Shakeology to my regimen. The Shakeology definitely increased my energy. It definitely helps me sleep at night. I can get 4 or 5 hours of sleep and be running good the next day. And I know my energy level, I've lost my gut. I'm waiting to be clear from the doctor. Once he clears me, I'll be either hitting the P90X or the Insanity. I'd love to do the hammer and chisel, but you know that's for the guys like Andre, who I have on the phone. He'll crush that with nothing. And if you want to sign up and if you're at that level, feel free to contact Andre Smith. He's by all means, he knows the health game inside and out. This is what he does. He can tell you exactly what's in what does what, and when you should use it. He'll tell you what your repetitions should be. If you're doing legs one day, he'll tell you not to do the legs the next day. He'll put you on your triceps and biceps. This guy is officially 100% all in. If I have to compare him to anybody, he's Sean T to the 10th power. If you see the pictures of this dude working out, you'll be like, oh my God.
Yeah, I saw the picture you put on ILG on our secret Facebook page, and he was doing like a back fly flexing, and it was a picture from the back. I was like, dang, boy. Like how much?
He's straight up, man.
I don't want to make him mad. Like, that man happy. Like, especially if you're all in person and y'all out on the town, because that dude will knock you out. Like, oh.
Yeah, but guys, I just got to talk. Andre's my downline, and like I said, if you're my downline, you get my time. We've been running a little late. I don't know if you guys want to talk a little bit more, or if you just want to call it a night. It's on you. We have, well, I shouldn't really say it, but we have a large amount of viewers. Obviously, you guys say it. Like I said, you came in We had an explosion about 35 minutes into it, so you guys must have just saw the links that Ivan was posting today. He was crushing it. I checked my Facebook, and at one point I think there was like 39 posts from Ivan.
Yeah, I was putting in some work, man. You know, the truth of the matter is, I love helping people, and this
Gotta get these out
being able to have a gym that you can try out for free for 30 days from the comfort of your own home, you can't beat it. That's kind of why I was like, man, I gotta push this on people because that's the truth of it. You know, why would you not want a gym that's free that you get to try out for free for 30 days?
February. Yeah, like every week we get 2 or 3 people. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Bro.
Sorry, guys.
It's all good. It's all good.
Hold on, give me 2 minutes.
Yeah. But with what Mark was saying, you know, and Nate, we've all touched on it. That the challenge group, try it out. 30 days. If you have any questions about it, don't hesitate to ask. I know I put up our links earlier. I'm sorry, all of our contact info earlier. If you want to write down my number, I'll tell it to you right now. It's 956-740-8319. Send me a text message. You can call me. I'm on vacation for the next 2 weeks. If you decide to call me after that, when I start work again, I'm a teacher. Send me a text message and I can respond back as soon as I'm done with work. If you want to call me, by all means, on weekends I am free. Feel free to call me.
Always gets the replay, you know what I mean?
Nate, you want to tell people your number, man? Your phone number? I don't know if I know you got a brand new phone. You want to show it off?
Yeah, do not use this. I don't know why, but we won conference at the end of October 26th. My iPhone never made it to the car. It was probably stolen. And this is my Samsung Galaxy S4, and currently it is on its second time of kicking the bucket on giving me phone service. I don't know why. Please contact me at DN Driven, as in I have driven this car, at NathanDukes.com. I need a new phone, but this is what I got to work with. So until then, you know, I'm gonna buy my own phone, you know, and yep, I gotta put up with it for a while.
We gotta work with the tools that we have, man.
Oh yeah.
And once again, you know, just that he gave you his email address. That right now that would be the best way to contact him. dndriven@nathandukes.com. I know for Mark, his I believe his email is Mr. White at mwswlife.com, and you can send him a message. You can call him on his phone whenever you would like, and he does respond. Michael Vargas, if you would like his email, it's themykue@gmail.com. And once again, Mike, he's not on with us right now on this Hangout. I believe he's at work, but once again, you send him an email, he checks it daily. He will respond and give you whatever answers he can. He's a freaking rock star, that guy. We'll show you his picture once again in a little bit, and you can see what following a 4-week program with Beachbody On Demand has given him. And that's 30 days. You know, that's what you all can achieve in this challenge that we're hosting. You know, we're doing the 10-minute trainer challenge, but if you feel like that's too easy for you and you want to up it to something else, by all means, just ask us. We'll show you how you can get to something else. Beachbody On Demand is risk-free for 30 days. We want you to take advantage of that. So whenever you sign up, you get 30 days for free. If you're on day 29 and you say you don't like it, by all means, you can opt out of it. It's not hard to do.
So
but we would love for everybody to try it out. There's countless programs. I mean, everything is on Beachbody On Demand.
Wow.
What's up?
This is wow. This is wonderful. I'm alive, man. I have my recover. I actually have a phone. My family on the way. in 2 hours it'll be Christmas Eve. I'm gonna. Oh boy,
Yo,
I'm
hold
so
on one second, Jay.
I'm so
Yo,
grateful.
guys, if we don't end in 4 minutes, we're gonna lose the first 10, 15 minutes of the replay.
So,
All right, we
Final
definitely remember
thoughts.
what that looked like.
Yeah, you know what happens
Got
when
ready
that
to
happens.
close.
People jump in. Nate, quick, final thoughts.
Stay on the rise. This train's gonna keep moving. We're gonna be successful. We're not slowing down. We are growing, and we want you to grow. And we know other people who are already in the Challenger group, 10-minute Challenger group, are growing too. And I'm talking to my friends. There's a guy who's like, dude, oh my gosh, I've got. There's a lot. That's a lot to think about. That's a lot to handle. And I was like, don't think about it too long, man. We're gonna keep going. And I
don't mean to cut
love
you
doing
off,
what I
Nate.
do.
I don't mean to cut you off. We got 2 minutes. Ivan, final thoughts.
final thoughts. Join our 30-day 10-minute trainer challenge. It's free. You can go to our website, www.innovativelifestylegurus.com. Contact any of the coaches on there. We'll be glad to help you out. Really hope you enjoyed yourselves. And once again, join our challenge group. We'd love for you to be a part of this.
And on that note, I just want to say thank you to all the viewers that came out tonight to listen to us, three common men. I'll leave you with a quote that's always been great to me. The past is history, the future's a mystery, and today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. It's up to you to do something with that gift. I did something, Ivan's done something, Nate's done something. This is a great place for you to start doing something. And on that note, guys, have a great night, and peace out.
USA.